BNC, Bills News Consolidated, testing this out. Hopefully we have some sound and everything, but we're going to be discussing the Buffalo Bills versus Chicago Bears preseason game, and you could see right behind me the preseason statistics so far to date. But we're going to be taking a look at all that, as well as going over to Twitter, taking a look at some Bills insiders, some news reporters, taking a look at everything going on. But there are rumors right now that Terrell Bernard is suited up on the sidelines, as well as Tremaine Edmunds is suited up on the sidelines. Our guy here, Tremaine Edmunds, going to the Chicago Bears, dealing with a couple injuries so far this week, actually, missing a couple days of practice. But word on the street is that Tremaine Edmunds could actually be playing today against the Buffalo Bills. Some other notes we could see here: Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis warming up on the sidelines. The starters are going to be ready to go in the Windy City. Get ready, Bills Mafia. Ton to discuss today. They're coming for it. They know what the Buffalo Bills are all about. But first things first, we need to get into the Buffalo Bills preseason statistics. And I really think Bills Mafia talking smack about Tyrel Dotson, saying that he doesn't deserve to even be a backup, or he's a career backup in this league. I really think we could see some big-time things from Dotson today. We could see some big-time things from Kyle Allen today, or Matt Barkley, So I just want to take a look, compare some stats here. Taking a look at Kyle Allen versus Matt Barkley, you could see 77.8% completion percentage for Matt Barkley, whereas Kyle Allen was at 66.7%. Total yards, right? Matt Barkley only has 30 more total passing yards than Kyle Allen. You consider that Matt Barkley's been here for years, been in the system for years, understanding this offense, but somehow Kyle Allen has literally only 30 less passing yards. So I think that's something to keep in mind. Kyle Allen definitely is going to be progressing in this scheme, learning this offense. It's going to show what he can do against the Chicago Bears today's game. So talking about this backup quarterback competition, this is huge to see. I really think Kyle Allen is going to be the guy backing up Josh Allen today, to see him go against the Bears, at least second string, better competition. I think we know what we have with Matt Barkley. But guys, comments, questions, concerns, if you're watching this live, hit like, subscribe for future content, going through the preseason stats so far for the Buffalo Bills, and it's very interesting once we get to these wide receivers. Just take a look at the running backs, though, what these running backs are really averaging per carry. Jordan Mims at 4.27 yards per carry. Darrington Evans, right? We bring in Darrington Evans because of the loss of Nyheim Hines, but then all of a sudden Jordan Mims comes out of nowhere, having a great yards per carry average at 4.27 compared to Darrington Evans at 3.58. Now I know James Cook, his yards per carry is only 3.29. Limited yards, but also the least amount of attempts really out of all the running backs. Only 7 attempts for James Cook. But just look at how well Jordan Mims has really done, leading all the running backs in yards. And we see Latavius Murray, right? We see him balling out for Bills Mafia. Now, a name that's not here is Damian Harris. We got to see Damian Harris this offseason. Free agent signing. Damian Harris comes here to Buffalo, but we haven't utilized them yet because last week was the first week we used our starters. Damian Harris was dealing with a knee injury. So we really want to see Damian Harris out there for the Buffalo Bills. But this is really going to boil down to Jordan Mims, Darrington Evans in a hot seat competition today. Who's going to make this team? It's going to be tough to see. Receiver now. This is what it's all about. And I'll tell you right now, wide receiver, who would have thought, man? This is looking so fierce after the Andy Isabella signing. Andy Isabella, to me, has earned his right to be on the 53-man roster. Andy Isabella, to me, has earned his right to be there for Josh Allen on Sundays or come Monday night against the Jets over Khalil Shakir. and it's really, really interesting to see how this is going to work. But in the slot position, we have Khalil Shakir, Andy Isabella, and now Deontay Hardy and Trent Sherfield. So it's awfully crowded there. And one thing I did after watching the Steelers game about 5 times, I looked at Khalil Shakir going against Joey Porter on the perimeter. Right, the value we thought we had with Khalil Shakir is that he could play the perimeter and he could play slot. The versatility of Khalil Shakir, right? But I think Joey Porter Jr. against the Steelers exploited the fact that Khalil Shakir is not the biggest perimeter wide receiver. He's not necessarily the strongest, right? And he got exposed on that interception. One of Matt Barkley's interceptions was to Khalil Shakir, who got jammed at the line of scrimmage by Joey Porter, made Khalil Shakir fall out of bounds, and really couldn't compete for the football, and it was an easy interception. So I'm not even putting that one on Matt Barkley. Matt Barkley was a timed route. He threw the ball up. Shakir was supposed to be there, but Joey Porter just jammed him on the sidelines. So Shakir is definitely slipping in this slot wide receiver race. And the question really is if we were to cut Shakir, would he go through waivers unclaimed? And I really think Shakir could make it through waivers, but, as the season goes along, he could be this season's Isaiah Hodgins, right? Because Isaiah Hodgins, why did we have to let Isaiah Hodgins go through the waiver claim and then ultimately to the Giants and Brian Dable? Because he didn't contribute on special teams. He didn't have a true role on special teams. And yes, Shakir, he was said to be a punt kick returner, but he hasn't caught one kick or punt return for the Buffalo Bills this preseason. It's been Andy Isabella, it's been Deontay Hardy, right? None of them have done it. Even Darrington Evans got one, right? So Khalil Shakir has not been the guy on special teams. I think he can play special teams, but he's not a top-notch special teams player. So I'm really thinking Shakir could very well be cut by the Buffalo Bills. And one player that we could keep ahead of him is Justin Shorter. Could you imagine keeping a young rookie Justin Shorter over Khalil Shakir? Just let that sink in. And I really think that is what is going to happen with this 53-man roster. I think that is going to be an awfully big surprise for the Buffalo Bills to see that happen. So really keep in mind here, Justin Shorter, 5 receptions so far through the preseason, 47 yards, right? Doing pretty good. He's got a touchdown. He's got 2 first down receptions on 6 targets. So I think that's very, very good, right? And you take a look at Andy Isabella, okay? Andy Isabella, he's got 4 receptions, 61 yards. The most receiving yards out of all the wide receivers is Andy Isabella right now. Look at his average, 15.25 yards per reception. I mean, that's huge right there. You kidding me? He's got the longest reception for a Buffalo Bill at 30 yards. Didn't score a touchdown, but he had 3 first downs for the Buffalo Bills on 5 targets. So Andy Isabella giving us flashbacks to Cole Beasley. And I really think he's going to be that 3rd down wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills this year. And he deserves to be out there come the New York Jets Monday night ahead of Khalil Shakir in the slot. So I really want to see that all unfold. On the outside, Justin Shorter, Trent Sherfield, and Gabe Davis. I like that. The versatility that Trent Sherfield actually showed this preseason is that he can play on the perimeter. No one jammed Trent Sherfield up at the line of scrimmage on the perimeter and made him fall to the ground, right? Trent Sherfield can play on the perimeter. He can play in the slot. He offers that versatility for the Buffalo Bills. Justin Shorter, not necessarily a slot wide receiver, but a freak of nature on the perimeter. And he showed some dynamite skills this preseason, utilizing his body, being a dynamic specimen there. And God forbid, if Gabe Davis gets hurt again, Justin Shorter could be that guy. Khalil Shakir can't. Khalil Shakir cannot be that guy on the perimeter. If Gabe Davis goes down, maybe Trent Sherfield could definitely be that guy. But it's going to be interesting to see how this all really pans out for the Buffalo Bills. You could see here, right? Here are the kickoffs and the punts. Another reason Shakir's not on it. Shakir's not there. It's been Andy Isabella. It's been Darrington Evans, Deontay Hardy. Even Keyshawn Johnson got one, right? So you just really need to keep all that really in mind. Now moving on to the defense, I think obviously the offensive line has a tough-notch competition going here too. Ike Bucker has kind of been flying under the radar. Greg Mance, like the depth interior pieces on this team. David Quessenberry playing right tackle last week, did halfway decent playing right tackle. Kyle Van DeMark playing left tackle, backing up Deion Dawkins. And Connor McGovern getting hurt. How's this going to work out? David Edwards, Ryan Bates, Osiris Torrance gets his third shot today in a day that I think the Bills are definitely going to try to run the football down the throat of the Chicago Bears against potentially Tremaine Edmonds. That would be great to see. I'd love to run it down the Bears' throat compared to what we did against them last year. Number one, it's going to help James Cook because he did so well against them last year in that RPO-style offense that we ran against them. They have a light defensive front. So Osiris Torrance, getting three tastes, his third taste of the NFL. He's already got 3 games. This will be his third game in the NFL. Going against the Buffalo Bills, all training camp, a 4-3 defense. Going against the Indianapolis Colts, 4-3 defense. Going against the Pittsburgh Steelers, a 3-4 defense. And now the Chicago Bears, who have a weak defensive line front that I think we could try to muscle, out physical, run the football. I think Osiris Torrance is going to open up some gaping freaking holes for Bills Mafia in today's game, without a doubt. So just taking a look at all the tackles here, Boogie Basham doing some big-time things for Bills Mafia. And that's really the next spot is defensive end. What's going to happen with the Buffalo Bills defensive ends? Obviously Von Miller, lock. Greg Rousseau, lock. But really, other than that, just think about it. Okay, Leonard Floyd, AJ Epinesa, Boogie Basham, Kingsley Jonathan, really all those guys are mixing in. Shaq Lawson, Boogie Basham. It's just like, man, I think it's going to be impossible to keep them all. So what ends up happening is you cut a player. You have to cut players, and I think you want to keep ultimately who's best for your team. You don't want to cut a player thinking like, oh, they're going to slip. They're really doing well this offseason, this preseason. We're going to just cut him and hope that he goes through waivers unclaimed, right? So being that Shaq Lawson is a veteran, he doesn't have to go through that waiver claim period, right? So if you cut a player, if they're young enough, they don't have enough experience in the NFL, they can get claimed by another team. Veteran players such as Shaq Lawson, Andy Isabella, if they get cut, they don't have to go through that waiver experience, meaning you can literally cut them and basically almost re-sign them right away after cutting them. So it's just you give them that option to seek a different team. But I really think the Bills could opt to do that with a guy like Shaq Lawson, who we have a great relationship with, keep intact. AJ Epinesa, Boogie Basham, high draft picks for the Buffalo Bills, keep intact. Kingsley Jonathan, who's been balling out this year for the Bills. Even last year, he's been balling out. He's been doing such a great thing. He really reminds me of Von Miller, right? Still that speedy edge rush, great burst off the football. Von Miller's likely going to start the season on PUP, so that gives us an additional roster spot for another defensive end. And then by the time Von Miller comes back, hopefully we can sort things out between Leonard Floyd, between Boogie Basham, AJ Epinesa, all these guys, Kingsley Jonathan, or maybe one of them gets hurt too. You never really know. And on the interior too, you could really see defensive tackles, right? Definitely getting involved for the Bills here. Poona Ford, Tim Settle, right? Doing some big-time things. Even Ed Oliver, and even the depth players on this team. Eli Inku, just doing some huge things for freaking Bills Mafia. And this defensive line is so stacked, so ferocious for Bills Mafia. Richard, I appreciate your comment. I want to see some pride out there today. I love that comment. Last week, I knew it. Going into that, I always go to the opposing teams' websites and I listen to the head coaches' interviews, the coordinators' interviews. And in the preseason, I did it. I listened to Mike Tomlin last week going into the Bills game, and he flat out said, he wants to showcase his physicality this game. So, I mean, to me, it was like the Steelers are definitely going to come out and play hard. And Tomlin went on to say, this was their home opener. They want to play well for the fans. That's why Watt and Hayward and all their entire team was so freaking hyped up for that game, where the Buffalo Bills kind of went into it like it was just any other preseason game. So, and you got to keep in mind, the way they have preseason now is that every team only gets one home game in the preseason. You're going to away games all throughout the preseason. So when you have that one home game in the preseason in front of your fans at home, maybe it does make that preseason game a little bit more important for that away team. You really want to ball out. So, Bills had their home game, we won it. Steelers had their home game, they won it. Chicago Bears have their home game here. Hopefully they don't win it today, Bills Mafia. We're going to get into this game. Nate Peterman is actually still there too, so we might even get a glimpse of Nate Peterman. We're going to be doing the live play-by-play for the Bills and the Bears, and also we're going to be hopping over here on Twitter too, just going through on Twitter, getting some live video, some live updates. Rumor has it that Terrell Bernard could very well be playing today for the Buffalo Bills. What a thing of beauty that would be to try to clear up this middle linebacker position that a lot of Bills Mafia is freaking bickering about between Dotson and Klein and Bernard. And my whole thing is, I don't think we need to declare it. We could have an open competition into the season, right? And my thinking behind this is, you play the best linebacker that's best suited for that week. Whether we're going against a team like, say, the New England Patriots, who we know are going to try to run the football this year because they don't have an elite quarterback like Josh Allen and the Bills or Aaron Rodgers. They have Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi, and they got Ramondre Stevenson and Ezekiel Elliott trying to run the ball. They're going to be a run-first team. So knowing that, maybe an A.J. Klein makes a little bit more sense. Maybe a Tyrell Dotson makes a little bit more sense. But then if we're going against the Cincinnati Bengals or the Kansas City Chiefs, high potent passing attacks, or the Miami Dolphins and Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill's speed, maybe we consider Terrell Bernard out there because he's more of a matchup type style linebacker. So to declare the middle linebacker position right now, to say, hey, I'm adamant, this is our starter for the season, that is it. Especially hearing that Sean McDermott and the players said they can't really tell a difference who's in at middle linebacker when it comes down to a communication standpoint, a alignment standpoint. It's really about game-changing plays, making the most impact on defense. There's a misconception right now that Tyrell Dotson and A.J. Klein, they're not good, right? But that's so far from the truth. They are good, they're just not playing great. And when you're surrounded by this much talent, when you're surrounded by Trey White, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, and this defensive line, you should be absolutely dominant on this defense because it is allowing this middle linebacker to utilize their instinct, to fly around, to make plays. That's what it's all about. So, absolutely loving this. Let's get into some highlights here. I'm sure we got to do a Go Bills search maybe. Try and get some Buffalo Bills content up in here for the Buffalo Bills Mafia in 2023. Stephon Diggs snatching that ball out of the air. Gotta love it. But I think this is huge, hearing that Terrell Bernard is working out on the sidelines for the Bills, just to get some comparables here. And, and even in football, I remember, certain kids, they were great practice players. You could be a great practice player, and then sometimes you hit the field and you're just not a good player on the field come game day, whether it's nerves or whatever it is. So very, very interesting. Very interesting. We got to see. I want to type in Maddie Glad. Hopefully she's got some insight for this game. Guys, comments, questions, concerns. Be doing the live play-by-play here for the Buffalo Bills versus Chicago Bears. Let's see what we got. Game is started. We're going to be getting into this. Steve Tasker, we're just going to be hanging out here. Let's see if we get some updates on Terrell Bernard. You know, I've been hearing rumors about Terrell Bernard potentially getting out there.
One of the position groups Cynthia will be following today. The tight ends, as we say hello to Cynthia Freeland.
Hey guys, of course we know last
See
season
Sal.
the Buffalo Bills used 12 personnel, just 2 tight end sets at the lowest rate in the National Football League, just 4%. So far, and we talked about all offseason.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, guys, is really the tight end sets on this team, right? Like Quentin Morris, good thing for Quentin Morris, because if we're going to be utilizing 2 tight end sets, it's absolutely huge to have a third tight end on this team. So Quentin Morris is definitely a big-time piece. No updates so far. This is crazy. Let's check out the Bears Twitter. Justin Fields is out there.
I got it. Let's do it. You know what time it is? I need full energy. Everybody needs energy from the first place to the last. You feel me? Like, let's send a message out there. Everybody who fight for the spot, bro. This is our last time to do it, so let's do it. No matter what, good play or bad play, move on to the next play. You score a touchdown, you get a pick. Move on to the next play, bro. That's all that matters. That play right there. Let's live in the moment, baby. Here we go.
I like that. I like that comment from Justin Fields. I'm expecting some big-time things from Justin Fields in fantasy football this year. You know, they're playing. Jobs are on the line today. This is serious. That's why starters don't normally play in week 3, because this is your last opportunity to showcase what you got. I mean, the guys out here trying to make a name for themselves. And you guys can see in the left corner, there's our guy, number 49, Tremaine Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds is there, citing Tremaine Edmonds. Let's see him. There he is. He's suited up. He's there. We found him. We found him. There he is, number 49, Tremaine Edmonds. He is suited up today. It does look like Tremaine Edmonds is going to be playing today. Wow. Now we just have to find our guy, Terrell Bernard. Let's see. Also, check the links in the description. You guys could get free shipping between now and the first week of the season at Buffalo Fan Shop. There's unique merchandise down there, as well as $20 off SeatGeek.com for concerts, for NFL, for hockey, for really any local event in your neighborhood. Check out SeatGeek.com. Use promo code BNC, and you'll get $20 off. But guys, comments, questions, concerns. The game is about to be kicking off here. We have a Tremaine Edmonds sighting. That's crazy. That's crazy. The Bears are getting hyped up here, and I think today is ultimately the day the Bills are going to try to run the football. We're going to try to run the rock today with Osiris Torrance and James Cook. You know, and you know the Bears, you know they're upset that we ran it down their throats last year in that Ice Bowl. But we're back, baby. We're back. And these starters, no real updates on Terrell Bernard. We just got to wait and find out, Bills Mafia. We just got to wait and find out. But we're going to get the live play-by-play here in the second once this thing updates. Let's go. This is absolutely huge. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. In the game preview, too, we went over the statistics so far for the Buffalo Bills and the quarterback ratings, everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. The ball is kicked off. Looks like it's going to be returnable. Tyler Matakavich comes in, trips him up. Oh, he gets wrecked to the 20. Let's go. All right, Bills defense to start the game. Guys, comments, questions, concerns. We're going to get the live play-by-play here in a second.
Colorado State this preseason. He is 3 for 3 with 2 touchdowns. So has not played much, but has been effective.
So let's see if Terrell Bernard is out there to start this freaking game, Bills Mafia.
Benford is the quarterback number 2 across from Tre'Davious White. They have rotated that spot, and today it's Christian Benford as a starter.
Wow, Christian Benford's getting the start.
I don't know what that means, but here it is.
Christian Benford's out there with Trey White.
First down and 10 for Chicago.
And it looks like it is Dotson and Matt Milano. No gain. Wow, Russo.
Oliver was all over that one.
Russo and Oliver.
As we take a look at the Bills starting defense presented by Highmark Blue
So,
Cross Blue
wow.
Shield.
How about that?
New York.
How about that? Christian Benford getting the start. Getting the start ahead of Dane Jackson.
Middle linebacker position once again. And as Steve pointed out, the starting corners today are Tre'Davious White and Christian Benford. No gain on first down.
Let's go. Here it is. Justin Fields. Pretty pocket. Incomplete. Hit the dirt. Hit the dirt.
Incomplete. Intended for Cole Kmet.
Dotson was there too, baby.
Yes, the Bills come out and brought a little pressure off on the first play, although it was a running play, and now just a straight 4-man rush. I think one of the things, particularly with quarterbacks,
I'm going to try and fix this 1 second.
I've seen teams do this to Josh Allen as well. They run very few stunts up front. Now, this is also the preseason. They're going to do these.
Here we go.
But an athletic quarterback, sometimes they almost dare these guys, particularly young ones.
3rd and 10, Bills Mafia. Let's
Stand in
go.
the pocket and
Justin
rather
Fields.
than their athleticism.
We need big plays. We need impact plays.
4-man rush. Fields
It's up.
starting right side.
Nothing. Benford, great coverage, baby. Great coverage by Benford.
Good coverage by
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Villanova.
Nothing.
Week makes last week.
Benford in the slot.
Coverage as Benford is here.
Wow.
There was a pass interference call against Kyrie Eagle, but today Benford, I think one of the differences.
Yeah, it was kind of physical. I mean, Benford had his hands all over him, but he was turned back towards the ball. That's the difference.
Hand fighting with the receiver when the receiver
Deontay Hardy getting the punt return here.
is playing the ball.
Let's go.
The officials tend to put their flag away and let them play.
So a quick 3 and out forced by the Buffalo defense. And now Deontay Hardy is back deep to receive the punt.
Let's see a good kick return here.
Over to his left.
Wow, what a punt.
And fields it at the 25.
Wow.
Hardy out of bounds. 27
Good return. Good return. I'll take it. Guys, comment in the chat. I want to make sure I'm actually getting
Pittsburgh going 7 out of 10 for
the comments. I feel like
What do you make of the performance by Allen a week ago, Steve?
This sloppy team of Allen didn't look all that bad. You saw this play, the one he was running around, but once again he steps up in the pocket and makes
come on, our offense is out there, baby. Let's go.
What is a browser? A browser.
away from the ball. So that was kind of frustrating, but I didn't see too much about Josh Allen's game last week. I didn't like.
Josh Allen.
I'd like to see him stand a little bit more in pocket and just make
Dawson Knox in motion. Oh my gosh, that was a risky throw. A lot of motion, a lot of eye candy on that first play.
Field of Western New York, Bills starting offense. And once again, the rookie Osiris Torrey starting up front. Dawson Knox is
David Edwards is in there at left guard.
a finger injury. And a couple of offensive players.
David Edwards got the start.
With the right elbow injury will not play. So when Josh Allen is done, it'll be the Kyle Allen show here in Chicago.
Let's go.
McGovern also out today after suffering a
Josh Allen.
practice this week.
Deontay Hardy. Woo! Is Tremaine Edmonds out there? Tremaine Edmonds getting in on the tackle.
Yeah, this is nice. One of the things you like to see. Allen's ability to look at the field, looks to his left, he comes right back to Hardy on the right and fires the ball.
Oh, dude, Tremaine Edmonds came in late there and cleaned. That was who cleaned that pile up.
Randy said the other day, they brought all these big time
That's right, Megan.
receivers. I mean, like 6'4"
Gotta love it.
receivers in. Allen still
We need some impact plays from these players. Need some game-changing plays from our defense. That's what we need. Turnovers.
Down and 2.
Josh Allen finds Diggs.
First down for the Bills. Diggs sprung down just across the 45-yard line.
Let's go. First down, Bills Mafia.
Allen could feel it. He stood tall.
Leo, go Bills. That's right, Leo.
Just hangs in there, never gets touched, but waits till the last possible minute. Diggs from the far outside receiver comes.
Make sure you answer on that poll. Terrell Bernard. Apparently he was suited up.
Nice, well-run play. Those two guys have played together for a minute, so they trust each other on a long developing route.
A gain of 11. Hand off to James Cook, his first carry today. And he gets maybe a yard out of it. We told you Connor McGovern is not playing today, so starting at left guard.
Yeah, David Edwards. We got to key in on this offensive line. Hopefully McGovern is good for the Jets. That's all I care about.
This all reminds me of they're playing well.
Hope to God.
A couple of good positive plays here, a couple of first downs in a row, but you do all this.
That's right, David. We rocking out, watching the game. Deontay Hardy. Notice
Allen pulls it back and connects with Hardy. The speedy Hardy
Shakir's not out there either, by the way. They're really utilizing Hardy in this like quick screen game that I've noticed in the game film study reviews that I've done. A lot of screens going to Hardy this year. A lot of run after the catch. I think they're trying to improve that for 2023. You know, the Bills historically have been pretty poor run after the catch. We bring in Hardy for the punt kick return, that run after catch ability. 3rd and 3. Josh Allen drops back, gets the ball out quick again to Diggs. He catches it. Woo-hoo-hoo! What a grab. Right past Edmonds, too. Wow. Tremaine Edmonds covering Dalton Kincaid. Who would have thought? This is interesting.
If the safety doesn't come down, that's a touchdown.
Diggs is hot.
Yeah, Diggs is mad. I guess Diggs wanted to score on that play or something.
Don't want to put too much stock in preseason numbers, but entering today, the Bills were 45%.
I think Edmonds is off the field, too.
2 for 2 on this opening drive.
James Cook thrashing. 8-yard run for Cook. Interesting. Edmonds is already out? What are they doing? They already took Tremaine out. 2nd and 3 for the Bills. Appreciate that, Leo. Hit the like button. Subscribe for future content. You guys really, every like, every subscription really supports me. James Cook, 15-yard rip, baby. Let's go. I knew we were going to run the ball today. Osiris Torrance locking his guy up. Let's go. I'm going to give this poll another minute, too, so make sure you guys vote on that poll. Will we see Terrell Bernard today? 1st and 10, 9:30 on the clock. Josh Allen, James Cook. Diggs in the slot. No Shakir on the field. Gabe Davis, Diggs, Deontay Hardy. It's a draw play to James Cook for only a yard. Let's go. Dalton Kincaid's trotting out on the field. We're going to end that poll. The reason why I ended it is because I have another one. Ooh.
Doesn't mean he's going to do this every year, but this is what he wanted to see today to close out this preseason. As Damian Harris has entered at running back, his first taste of the preseason after missing the first 2 games with a knee injury. 2nd down and 8. Allen.
Oh my goodness, what a rope.
Davis was not able to hold on. Getting a hand on that one was Jalen Johnson for the Bears.
Yeah, it's well defended by Johnson. Gabe Davis comes out.
Yeah, that was great defense. Good defense by the Bears. Good defense. I think we got to just keep running it. Keep running it, man. The Bears have such a weak defensive front. We got a rookie, Osiris Torrance, out there. I want to see him maul people. I want to see David Edwards, who's filling in for Connor McGovern, maul people. Run that ball, baby. It's a pass. Again, Josh Allen scrambling. Scrambling to his right. That's dangerous. He throws back across the field to Diggs. He catches it. Throws Davis. Let's go. Josh Allen's incredible, man. No one in the world could make that throw.
call this play, get pressure.
How does he do that?
Negates it and in.
Incredible. He's running one way and throws back the other way with pace. Like there's still zip on that football. Incredible. Josh Allen's a freak of nature. Let's go. Touchdown right here, Bills Mafia. Who's going to get it? Josh Allen in shotgun again. Oh, I think Damian Harris is out there in the red zone. Damian Harris. Josh Allen scrambling. He pump fakes. Oh, Allen gets tripped up. Wow. Got a couple of dirty laundry on the field right now.
Just holds on to the football. Those defensive backs get more and more desperate not to lose coverage.
Holding. Defense number 29.
Oh, baby, it's on them.
And penalty against the Bears and Tyreek Stevenson, the rookie second-round pick out of Miami.
Mitch Morris, Deion Dawkins, Osiris Torrance. I mean, we sustained a clean pocket for Josh Allen. Josh Allen didn't even get touched right there. It's incredible. Torrance is our starter, man. Torrance deserves to be our starter. We got to pound it in. Damian Harris. Come on, give it to him. He doesn't have a touch yet this preseason. Stick it to him. Get it in there. Touchdown. Too easy, baby. That's what the physicality is going to do for us this year. How easy? How easy did that look, Bills Mafia? How easy? How simple was that? You know? No struggle passing it or doing any of these things. You just hand it off to Damian Harris and Osiris Torrance. Great blocking. Great blocking. Great physicality. That is huge. That is something the Bills have not had in the McDermott era right there. The Bills have not had that in the McDermott era, baby. Let's go. Just moved to West Hollywood. How amazing is that, Anthony? Bills Mafia representing the West Coast. I absolutely love the West Coast. I was just out there for the entire month. Basically half a month in June, half a month in July. I went from like Lone Pine, California, like Alabama Hills, all the way up the coast. I went through, I went through Fireball. I went through Josh Allen's hometown, actually. I drove through Fireball, California. That was kind of interesting, seeing Josh Allen's hometown this summer. Had to make like an hour detour drive, but Josh Allen in Fireball, California, seeing the Cantaloupe Farms and seeing his actual small town. I drove to his high school. I flew my drone over Josh Allen's high school. They're actually getting a brand new field put in this year, too, just like we're getting a new stadium put in. It's really cool to see, you know, and it really, really made me realize how special Josh Allen's story truly is. Like, anyone can come from any small town in America and become a freaking star, you know? I mean, potentially the best quarterback in the NFL coming out of such a small town of Fireball. That was great to see, but yeah, California is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Megan says that drive was so much cleaner than last week. We're definitely playing clean. No penalties. I don't think we got any penalties on our side. That was definitely clean. I like it. Yeah, man. Anthony, I'm probably going to be going back there very soon. To be honest, right when the weather changes, I might be going right back to California. To be honest. Yeah, I got the little mute button right here for the commercials. Click. Those are going away without a doubt. Without a doubt. But really, you know, the other thing we have to keep in mind too, I know it's not commercial, but this middle linebacker competition, will we see Terrell Bernard, Tyrell Dotson, AJ Klein? We really need to sort this thing out and figure this out. Clearly, James Cook is huge. Damian Harris is huge. Latavius Murray's been huge. The wide receivers, too. Shakir hasn't been out there yet. You know, Khalil Shakir has not been out there with the first team yet. Not even a snap. Not even a target. You know, it's been Deontay Hardy. But that said, we haven't seen Andy Isabella out there either. So It's been Deontay Hardy, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, Dalton Kincaid has been out there, Dawson Knox has been out there. So it just goes to show you that we favor Kincaid over Shakir, right? We favor Kincaid over Andy Isabella even at this point. So Windy City just blew the ball over. But I'm telling you, that Damian Harris, the physicality in the red zone, being able to just hand the ball off. You know, it's like that Marshawn Lynch in the Seattle Seahawks losing the Super Bowl to the Patriots when they threw the ball, when Pete Carroll decided to throw the ball in the red zone, right? When they should have just handed the ball off to Marshawn Lynch. It just, oh man, what a tackle. Bill's tackle just made the Bear guy somersault in the air. Sean McDermott is freaking out after that tackle. What a great tackle. Let's go, Bills. Let's go, Bills. David says, I heard a rumor they were going to put Shakir on the PUP list. Yeah, he injured his ribs. I was thinking that could be a possibility, but he's not that injured. So I really think Shakir could be a cut option. Even I think we could keep Justin Shorter ahead of Shakir just because of what Shorter brings. Like Shorter, all camp, has been said to be dominant on special teams. Not just any special teams player, dominant on special teams. And he's got the most receptions out of any receiver for the Bills this preseason. He's big, he's physical. Shakir getting jammed up by Joey Porter Jr. last week, actually falling to the ground, causing a Matt Barkley interception. You know, Justin Shorter hasn't gotten jammed at the line of scrimmage. So the versatility, being able to play the perimeter, play slot, Shakir kind of has lost that. Oh my God, Milano almost picked it off. Holy moly. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to see what they prefer. We'll see. Shorter, man. And you talk about that 12 personnel, mixing between 11 and 12 personnel, that 11 and a half personnel. Justin Shorter, although he's a wide receiver, could really help mix between that 11 and 12 personnel. Like, how are you going to treat Justin Shorter? You know, if you put him in the slot, you want to have a short, quick, little slot wide receiver against the physicality of Justin Shorter. Maybe you decide to put a linebacker on him instead. You know, it's like mixing and matching. Milano and Rousseau, Chase Fields out. Keep in mind, Justin Fields, he's one of the best rushing quarterbacks in the NFL. So 3 and out again. Big time, baby. Big time. Yeah, it's like Shakir, to me, proved he can't substitute Gabe Davis on the perimeter, right? Like, if something were to happen to Gabe Davis, Khalil Shakir is not going to be the guy. You know, Trent Sherfield, he could be the guy. Justin Shorter, he could be the guy on the perimeter. Oh, Kyle Allen. So it's Kyle Allen getting the backup to Josh Allen today. This is a huge opportunity. Kyle Allen fighting for his career. Fighting for a career here in Buffalo. You got to see. Got to see what happens. Unreal. Let's see what's happening on Twitter really quick. Got any highlights going on here on Twitter? I'm sure we do. James Cook was looking awfully good. Damian Harris's touchdown. You can see the physicality, man. Just the overall physicality here. Just want to see, how's the blocking look? Check this out. So it looks like Spencer Brown getting in on the block. I mean, they're doing some big time things. It's not playing for me now. Let's refresh it. Yeah, I mean, check the blocks. I got Twitter glitching. I got a glitching. Osiris Torrance. Boom. Look at that. Right off his butt. Right off of Torrance's booty. Let's go. Let's go. What a great drive. What a great drive that was. No penalties. Damian Harris, his first touch is a touchdown in Buffalo. I think that's definitely a thing to come here. I'm expecting double-digit touchdowns for Damian Harris this year. I don't know about you guys, but double-digit touchdowns is something I'm definitely eyeing up. Let's go. Megan says, do we think Kyle will play the rest of the game? I think Barkley will definitely get in today. I was anticipating maybe it would just be Kyle Allen, but I was looking at some of the stats, and then the 3 interceptions that Matt Barkley threw last week. Honestly, 2 of them were just remarkable plays by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, the one on that slot corner blitz where he stuck his hand up and deflected the ball to himself and caught it. That's like a 1 in a million type play. The other one I already mentioned, Khalil Shakir getting jammed to the line of scrimmage by Joey Porter, basically falling to the ground and then just having no fight on that ball, and it got picked off. And then the other one, Matt Barkley just kind of threw it behind the linebacker, and it deflected in the air and got intercepted. So I think Matt Barkley deserves another opportunity to showcase what he's got. Kyle Allen, he's going to pass it. He's got time. He throws over the middle. It's caught. What a grab. Is that Sherfield again? Over the middle. I love this kid. I freaking love Sherfield, baby. Over the middle. Fearless. Great route. Catches it. I love that. Just looks like any other catch, too. Trent Sherfield, physicality, baby. Give me that. I like it. Trent Sherfield's out there. Cook breaks free for 5. So Sherfield is out there ahead of Shakir. You got to keep that all in mind. Bills Mafia. Shorter could definitely be a monster. I totally agree with that, David. And he has been said to be like dominant on special teams. So Shorter, I think, is honestly leapfrog Shakir. Little dump pass to James Cook. James Cook running, baby. Great game. Wow. Tremaine Edmonds was really only out there for the first couple plays, and that was it.
Could he get his pass protection responsibilities?
James Cook is looking good, man. That's a great comparison, Leo. I like that. Hines Ward and Trent Sherfield. I like that. That is a good comparable. I agree. It's like that physicality and his willingness to block in the run game, out of the slot and on the perimeter. Like, Shakir is a willing blocker too, don't get me wrong, but he's small. Kyle Allen throws it way deep. Oh! To Sherfield. There's a flag. Could be PI, pass interference here. And, like, don't get me anything. Like, I love Shakir. But I really think Shakir could be this year's Isaiah Hodgins. You know, Isaiah Hodgins not being a willing contributor on special teams ultimately was his demise in Buffalo and got scooped up, got claimed by the New York Giants and Brian Dable. Shakir, you know, will he get claimed by another team? And even if he does, will he make that team? You know, will he get cut again by that team? And then could we sign him again? You know, super interesting to see what strategic approach Brandon Beane is going to take on this. Do we risk losing Shakir to a different team? Kyle Allen throws a hang pass to Hardy, just a little out of reach. Second down. Go Bills. Hit that like button, subscribe, check the links down in the description. You guys could save money on SeatGeek.com. Even this weekend, I believe they even have movie tickets, concerts, NFL, NHL, baseball, anything you want. SeatGeek.com. Use promo code BNC for $20 off. Also, Buffalo Fan Shop. Free shipping until the first week of the season. That's going to be expiring pretty soon. Kyle Allen drops back, 2nd and 10. Another dump pass to James Cook. David Edwards with the block. Ryan Bates with the block. Are you kidding me? Oh, there's a flag on the play. A solid 20 to 25-yard chunk play. It's on us. It's on us. What? That looked clean to me. That looked like a clean block to me. Oh, it was a block in the back. He put his hand... Yeah. I'll tell you right now, Spencer Brown got called for a block in the back last week, and it was not a block in the back. He made an incredible athletic play, Spencer Brown. They pulled him as a tackle, and he came in, and he made a great play. And they called him for a block in the back, which was not the case at all. Sean McDermott was pissed on the sidelines, too. Ball deflected. It's going to be 3rd and 15. Andy Isabella's on the field ahead of Shakir. Trent Sherfield, Andy Isabella have been on the field ahead of Shakir. So, what's that tell you, Bills Mafia? Got to make plays. Shakir's got to make plays once he comes in. But yeah, I would say that David Edwards right there, that was a block in the back. Andy Isabella's out there. Trent Sherfield, Gabe Davis. To Gabe. Oh, it's picked. He didn't maintain that. We got to watch that one again. Intercepted, but we'll see. What? He grabbed his jersey. He grabbed his jersey. Like, who else saw the jersey tug on that? It's freaking ridiculous. We're going to watch that again. I'm sure the Bears are going to have a highlight of it. That was ridiculous. Kidding me right now? I probably don't have a highlight yet. Let's see what we got. Unbelievable right there. Kyle Allen throwing an interception. Right? Competing with Matt Barkley, who threw 3 interceptions last week. You know, that's not what we want to see. We want to see these guys separate themselves. Mookie Hawkins, I love it. We all know who RG1 is. Cybo, baby. Bang the table. We have solidified the right tackle spot. Who would have thought? Young rookie coming in, solidifying that position. Here, you know, thinking Kyer Elam was going to solidify opposite corner. You know, one of these guys, Dane Jackson or Christian Benford, one of them was going to, you know, solidify and jump off the page in 2023. But no, it's young rookie Osiris Torrance coming in and just stealing the freaking show on this offensive line. Are you kidding me? The right guard, I am giving it to Osiris Torrance. Are you kidding me? I love it. I absolutely love it. That's right, Steven. Yeah, preseason game stream here. Just trying to get my some rust knocked off my shoulders for this regular season. You guys are all awesome here. We're going to be hopefully doing this all year. But I'm going to end the poll here. You guys think the Bills are going to rush for over 100 yards today? Let's check this out. 94% of you said yes. We crazy, Bills Mafia. Let's see. I want to check this out. I want to show you. I bet they cut it off. Let's see this interception really quick. Okay, is this it? You could see the tug on his jersey. Oh, was it batted? Is that what they're trying to say? Was it tipped? Oh, the ball might have been tipped. James Cook pass blocking. The ball might have gotten tipped. I don't know. We'll see about that. We'll see. Was it tipped? Could have been tipped, guys. Maybe that's what happened. Here, this is it. Try. Oh. Fields is back. He just ripped one for 15 yards. We'll take a look at the highlights in a second. Wow. Justin Fields scrambles for 13 yards. Guess what? Dotson's out there. I believe Dotson has been out there the whole time. I don't think Klein was in that second drive. If you guys can confirm that. Oh, Dotson and Klein are out there now. That's why. Ah! Oh, no! Oh, no! That's not going to look good. Broke a tackle from Dotson. Not good. Not good. What happened here? Dotson getting burned. That's not what we want to see right there, folks. Pass coverage abilities. Justin Fields. That's not a Patrick Mahomes either. Ay, ay, ay. Dotson just got roasted in pass coverage. Come on. McDermott clapping on the sidelines. Come on, Dotson. We need you, buddy. Like, plays like that are going to happen. It just can't be consistent, right? Dotson. Here's a solid run. Dotson. We need plays. We need Dotson to make a play. We need a forced fumble. We need an interception, a turnover. We need more. Who's it going to be? Who's this middle linebacker going to be for Bills Mafia? We have our starting D-line. Daquan Jones, Ed Oliver, Shaq Lawson, this run front. These linebackers should dive in and make a play. A.J. Klein, Dotson competing for a job. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Make the stop, Dotson. Shaq Lawson. Shaq Lawson. But I think they still got the first.
Looks to be enough for a first down. Yeah, the Bills anticipated had 8 guys inside the box. They did stop him for a short gain, but it only needed a yard.
Ah, man. We want our middle linebacker to be great. We need our middle linebacker to be great. Not good. We need him to be great.
Flatness of the field behind the defense. We'll see what the Bears want to do here.
Now, I'll tell you right now that Tremaine Edmonds wouldn't have made that play in pass coverage either. Dotson reading it. Stunt blitz. Comes in on Fields. Fields throws it deep. Incomplete. Great defense. Who was that? Siren Neal. Wow. Great job. Siren Neal in the slot. Backing up Taron Johnson, man. I know he's had his ups and downs this preseason and training camp, but you can't deny him flying around the field, making plays. You know, Cam Lewis, too. Cam Lewis, Siren Neal. It's going to be tough. Justin Fields here, 2nd and 10. Justin Fields scrambles, gets brought down. Benford again, showing up.
Trips to the right side of the field and kind of vacant over here at the near side. Fields kind of pump fakes and we're just going to try and make one guy miss.
Come on, man. I really want to see one of these linebackers make a play. So design quarterback run and Benford wasn't having it. Came in, made a great tackle. No gain, Christian Benford. All right, let's get back to these highlights here really quick. I want to just take a look at this interception. First things first, the ball could have been tipped.
I don't want to play right now.
So right there. Oh, that was a different play. So it wasn't actually. That was Osiris Torrance's guy, looks like, right? Or no, Spencer Brown. Spencer Brown. And Osiris Torrance. Spencer Brown lets him in towards the inside. Ball might have gotten nicked. But right here, you're going to see him grab his jersey. It was picked. Show the other angle of it. Stevenson grabbed Gabe Davis's jersey.
Against Stevenson. Long Allen against Stevenson.
That's not showing it on that one. Here. Right there. Look, he's got his jersey. Look. He's got a handful of freaking jersey right now, folks. He's got a handful of jersey. Look at it. He pulled his jersey. Should have been pass interference. I'm done. I'm done messing with that. Let's see what we got, Bills Mafia. Any other highlights here? Doing that. All right, let's go back to... I want to see Terrell Bernard, but you... Let's see. Damian Harris. All right, not much happening. Those are all the highlights for now. Game is back. Let's go, Bills Mafia. Let's go. DeMar Hamlin's out there. Taylor Rapp. I think we've solidified the depth safeties here too. Obviously, DeMar Hamlin, Taylor Rapp. I'm surprised we don't have like Cam Lewis in the slot, Sierra Neal. But Dotson or Klein, who's going to get this interception? Dotson's there. Dotson, baby. He's trying so hard too, Dotson. He's just, the ball's just got to go his way. Wow, Ed Oliver laid out Justin Fields.
Dotson's got to take his shot. He's got to try and get to the back before the lineman can get out to block him. Couldn't get there. It was timed perfectly by the Bears.
He was close. Dotson was close, but we got to make these tackles. Here it is. No! Oh my gosh! Oh, he's hurt. Komet is hurt. Taylor Rapp laid him out. Wow. My goodness. Komet, what a play. Back up. Steven says, Bills rally. Oh, what is that about? That is a pick play. Taylor Rapp is ferocious, baby. I love it. Like, this 53-man roster is definitely starting to clear up. But it's scary that Dotson, he's our best linebacker, still not making all the plays that he could be making. Dotson's reading it. Klein and Dotson are out there. Ball goes out. Incomplete. What a drop. Oh, we got second and goal.
But right now, Bajan is running the second team.
We just saw Deontay Foreman, running back from the Bears, go into the blue medical tent. No report on whether he's injured or whether it's another reason for that.
Second and goal from the 20. Bajan over the middle.
There it is. Dotson got his tackle.
We met with Sean McDermott yesterday, and he said from a leadership perspective, I like the week Tyrell Dotson has put together. That's an encouraging
Interesting.
sign from Sean McDermott.
Yeah, Dotson right here is going to come up and close on that, and that's what you want to see from your middle linebacker if he has a chance to make a tackle.
Wow. So Sean McDermott said that he likes the week that he saw from Dotson. He had a good week in practice this week. I think, honestly, Dotson wants it, man. Dotson wants it the most to me. Dotson, look at that pass coverage, that drop back. He's reading. He's scrambling. He's got his eyes on Justin. Oh, baby. Oh, it was almost picked. Siran Neal. Siran Neal. I always say Siran. Let's go.
Who has always been known as a core special teams guy.
Let's go. Make sure you guys vote on that poll.
With injuries and finishing games out, but he's never really been one of those guys.
So we start the game, even with last week and what we saw from A.J. Klein. We start the week with Dotson and Matt Milano. And then we pull out Matt Milano, and it's Matt Milano and A.J. Klein. So it's not that we saw one in or one out. Dotson's been in this whole time. Good field goal by the Bears. Good stop by the Bills, forcing the field goal. Come on, Bills. We're going to take a look on Twitter, see what's going on here, and then we're going to take a look at some stats, actually. Let's actually get into the stats right now. I want to just take a look, because the stats don't lie, baby. The stats do not lie. See what Josh Allen has done, what Kyle Allen has done so far. Taking a look at it, Josh Allen went 5 of 7 today for 49 yards. Didn't get sacked. Kyle Allen is 3 of 6 right now for 33 yards. He does have that one interception, but as I showed, the ball may have gotten tipped because of the Spencer Brown block, and also it was pass interference on Gabe Davis. The rookie had a handful, a shirt on Gabe Davis there. Damian Harris has 1 carry, 1 touch, 1 look this preseason, and it is a touchdown. And I think that's a sign of the future of this season in 2023. I think every touch could be a touchdown for Damian Harris because we're going to be utilizing him in goal line situations, in the red zone. I'm expecting double-digit touchdowns from Damian Harris this year. James Cook, 5 carries for 23 yards, doing some big-time things, averaging over 4 yards a carry. I'll take that all day long. Stephon Diggs with 2 big-time catches here, one of which he was upset that he didn't take all the way to the house. But Stephon Diggs, 2 receptions, 20 yards. Trent Sherfield gets a reception. Gabe Davis gets a reception. James Cook, Hardy, Isabella, all getting targets at least. You'll notice here that Shakir is not on the list. Not even a target yet for Shakir. Shakir has not been on the field yet. Dalton Kincaid has been on the field ever since the start of the game. Dalton Kincaid was on the field. So it goes to show you what the Buffalo Bills' preference so far. Things are definitely starting to sort out. Cream is starting to rise to the top, and you can see it. You know, Shakir doesn't seem part of this offense so far in 2023. Now on defense, Taylor Rapp already has 3 tackles. Shaq Lawson, Matt Milano, Siran Neal, everyone getting involved here. Cam Lewis has a tackle. Dotson has a tackle. We need some game-changing plays. We need some game-changing freaking plays. Justin Fields, 2 of 6, 51 yards, 3 carries for 16 yards. Let's get back to the play-by-play gamecast here. Bills. There's a touchback. Comments, questions, concerns, get them in the chat. I want to hear from you. Chris716, Steven, Digger, Dante, Raymond, everyone in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Let's go. Kyle Allen's back out there. Ike Bucker, Quessenberry, Damian Harris is back out there. Is Shakir out there yet or what? Maybe Shakir is not playing because of his ribs, but we got Andy Isabella. Justin Shorter's out there. I think Deontay Hardy's out there. Kincaid. Let's go. Damian Harris. Man, he runs hard though, doesn't he? Jeez, Damian Harris ran into some Bills on the sidelines after they run. Hope everyone's all right. Yeah. Digger, we were looking at the stats, and Shakir, it was a 20-yard catch by Shakir, and he only had 2 receptions this preseason.
He's fast, everything's back, but what are you most looking forward to this season?
I've just been out there with my boys, to be honest. That's what
Wow. Justin Shorter, baby. Oh, yeah. Or was that Sherfield? Sherfield. Yeah, Trent Sherfield.
But it's always better when you got your boys and you've been here with, 6-7 years together that we're just, we talk jokes, we make fun of each other, make fun of Taryn, and, we go from there.
Well, we will make fun of
Micah Hyde, Jordan Porter, man, it's so refreshing seeing these guys.
That's a great guy. Good guy to make fun of, too.
Absolutely. Back to you guys.
I'm so happy. Wow.
Micah Hyde is hysterical.
3rd down and 4.
Kyle Allen, lots of time, throws it deep. Oh! Pass interference on Kincaid.
Greg Stroman had the coverage for Chicago. It was a very late flag.
This is going to be a first down by for the Bills. Pass interference on Dalton Kincaid.
He was extending for that ball, had no chance.
Oh,
It was interference.
my bad, Digger. Elliott says, "Go Bills!" That's right, go Bills. Kincaid looks a little shaken up there. He got landed on. Yeah, he's a little shaken up for sure. They like pancaked right on top of him.
His right hand around the left hand of Kincaid would let him swing his arm. And Kincaid might be laughing there because he embellished. No question about it.
He's all right. He's all right.
Taking 12 penalties in the first
Tight ends can take blows like that. Tight ends can take blows like that.
about getting a few from the Bears this week.
I like we're getting Damian Harris involved. Draw play to Damian Harris. Damian Harris with a great run.
Across the 45 and a pickup of 6 on the play. So Damian Harris brought in after spending the first 4 years in New England.
Torrance is still out there too.
And finally getting into the
We got Torrance. Bucker. Is Bucker at center? Ike Bucker's at center.
Yeah. Damian Harris, Bills fans know him well from his days.
Andy Isabella leads this team in yards right now, as well as first downs. I think Ike Bucker's at left guard.
Isabella in motion. Back to Harris.
Solid blocks.
And he comes up a yard shy
Uh-oh.
of a first down.
Yeah, Harris, in his days,
Spencer Brown is still out there too.
the infamous 3-touchdown game there with 18 carries.
Wow.
Not too many Patriots had a good day that day against in January 2023 against the Bills, but this is a guy that
Gotta be careful.
if the guy's
Gotta be careful, Digger.
you know he's
Here we go, 3rd and 1. This has to be a handoff to Damian Harris.
mentalities there.
Go! No, it's not. It's a pass. Oh, no! He catches it! Oh, go down, go down, go down.
There's a flag here now in the secondary.
What's the flag?
Flag down at the 30-yard line as Ronald Torbert sorts it out.
This may be against Buffalo.
Man, this second offensive line is great.
Against Buffalo, they're deciding whether
It is great.
to play, which is a loss of 5.
So I think we have Bates at center, Osiris Torrance at right guard, Quessenberry at right tackle, Van Denmark at left tackle, and Ike Bucker at left guard. So interesting to see David Edwards got the start at left guard in place of McGovern. Ike Bucker, coming off a season-ending injury last year, is 3rd left guard on this team. I know, Sarah. I don't get it. That should have been a run to Damian Harris to me. That's why we brought Damian Harris in here, to be that short yardage situation, running back, right? And we got Saibo out there. We got Osiris Torrance out there. We got this offensive line. We got to be able to run the ball. Should have ran it right there. Now look, penalty on us, and 4th and 5. Unfortunate. Oh no! Siren Neal can't catch for anything. His life was freaking dependent on it. He can't catch. That's why he plays defense right there, folks. Holy golly. Sierra Neal, baby. He's got the most athleticism in the world, too. That flies around the field, but cannot catch. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's hop over to Twitter here. See if we have any highlights from the Buffalo Bills. Making some moves. Buffalo Bills, third preseason game. You know, working on some things here. You can see a solid run by this offense. Dalton Kincaid even out there, too. Everyone getting involved in this run. Osiris Torrance, Spencer Brown, everybody keeping his feet moving. Gets it. Dawkins. Great job by the Bills. Great thing to see here. We are rocking out, Bills Mafia. This has been a great preseason game so far. I think we're starting to clear some things up. Dotson, man, Dotson, he's flying around. He's definitely flying around, but we need game-changing plays. Forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, interceptions, batted balls. Like, you are surrounded by talent. You are surrounded by Daquan Jones, Ed Oliver, Greg Rousseau, in this defensive line, right? Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Trey White. Just got to make plays. Got to make plays. This was the play Digger was talking about. There's Dotson, right? So this is like a missed tackle between Dotson and Damar Hamlin. Gotta see. Catches it, right? Damar Hamlin's there. Dotson, they kind of collide and he breaks free. It's just, gosh, we got to make tackles like this. You got to grab his jersey and pull him to the ground. I mean, really all of them. Taylor Rapp. This is just a great play by the Bears. It's just like physics and like leverage happen. He was like Dotson hit him. He bounces into Damar. Damar hits him, keeps him on his feet. It's just unlucky on us, right? Think about it. Dotson comes in first, right? Hits him. Then it hits Damar. Damar keeps him balanced on his feet. We'll play it again. How unlucky is that by the Bills? Right? Come in. You're going to see Dotson make contact first. Like if Damar wasn't there, he probably would have fell to the ground. Dotson hits him. Right? Dotson hits him into Damar. Damar hits him and keeps him up. And then he goes around Taylor Rapp. I mean, how unlucky is this by the Bills? It's like a ping pong ball. Dotson hits him, boom, into Damar. Damar hits him, boom, and then he bounces around Taylor Rapp and breaks away. How unlucky was that one for the Bills? Oh, we got the game back. All right, I'm sorry. I'm already getting my game film study reviews. Make sure you check the channel on my game film study reviews. I think I go into more detail than any other Bills page. I mean, we're looking at the details, baby. The details of... Here we go. Dotson laying the lumber. Yeah, let's go. Great coverage by Dotson on that play. Great job. And keep in mind, so Bernard is not going to be out there for the Bills today. McDermott's happy, clapping at Dotson after that play. Man, this is where Dotson needs to make a play now. You're going against backups. You're not going against Justin Fields anymore. I want to see Dotson make plays. Now this is like you need to make a play. Oh, sacked. He got brought down. AJ Epinesa. Great job. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Oh, this is Nate Peterman. Nate Peterman channeling his... Oh, no, it's not Nate Peterman. I was going to say Nate Peterman changed his number to 17 after Josh Allen. That'd be kind of weird. All right. Let's go. It's going to fall our way this year, Digger. Don't you worry, baby. Follow all the Bills channels and no one breaks down breaks players and plays down like you. I appreciate that so much, Anthony. Honestly, that means the world to me. Those game film study reviews take so much time, so much work. I literally have to do, it's like 4 or 5 videos in one. Because I have to screen record the game, then I have to edit the screen recording, and then I have to edit my edit on top of the screen recording, right? And then basically do more edits after that. It's a lot of work, but I truly love it, especially this time of year. You know, you hear a lot of the media, a lot of Bills sources saying so much nonsense. And for me, when I do the game film study reviews, I come to my own conclusions. I see it from my own eyes. Like, I see why Shakir hasn't been on the field offensively yet, right? I see why Dotson is getting the most time here at middle linebacker and why Justin Shorter was actually on the field ahead of Shakir this game. You know, things are definitely starting to make a lot of sense, especially when you dive into those game film study reviews. Make sure you check it out on my channel. Appreciate that comment so much, Anthony. Steven says, come on, Bills. Let's go. We got it. We'll get it. We're doing pretty good here. We're doing pretty good. Dante says, Ebenezer. AJ, let's go. High draft pick, expecting some big things from him. This defensive end position is awfully thick. Now, Von Miller being on PUP certainly frees things up. But Kingsley Jonathan is really making a name for himself, especially last week, even last year against the Chicago Bears, coming away with multiple sacks. He's that speedy edge rusher compared to Von Miller. You know, Leonard Floyd is also a speedier edge rusher, but I don't think he has the explosiveness of a Von Miller, and I don't think Leonard Floyd has the explosiveness as Kingsley Jonathan, right? But overall, play-wise, I think Leonard Floyd is probably a little bit better, and that just goes to show you. I mean, you could literally try to piece in all these players: Shaq Lawson, Boogie Basham, AJ Epinesa, you know, Greg Rousseau, Von Miller. How many defensive ends are the Buffalo Bills ultimately going to keep this year? Then you look at guys like Poona Ford, Tim Settle, Ed Oliver, Daquan Jones, Jordan Phillips, Eli Inku, and a bunch more other guys at defensive tackle. This is such a deep defensive line. And you do have to remember that cutting a veteran player, they don't have to go through the waiver claim experience, right? So they can't get claimed by another team if you cut them. So it's literally their option to sign to whatever team they want after you cut them. So you kind of have an unwritten agreement with guys like potentially Andy Isabella, like Shaq Lawson, some other players on this team that have game and veteran experience that you can cut and ultimately re-sign right away. Game is back. Kyle Allen still is on that football field. Make sure you answer on that poll. Who do you think should start for the Buffalo Bills at middle linebacker? Dotson, Klein, or Bernard? Answer up. It is getting interesting there. Holy cow. Hands it off. Damian Harris muscling his way. This freaking offensive line. Reggie Gilliam. Great run. Great run. Got to manhandle those Bears, baby. We are a much stronger front. We're a much stronger front than those Bears. We should dominate them. Prove a point and run it down their throat for the rest of this game. If you are watching this too, hit like. Consider subscribing. Every like on this video really helps support my efforts, helps send this video to other Bills fans on YouTube, so it's more of an interactive chat. So really would appreciate it. Kyle Allen throws a rope. Shorter, baby. Shorter's doing great. Telling you, man. Telling you, Justin Shorter is going to make this 53. Shorter's going to make this 53, I'm telling you. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Let's see a bear pancake. Let's make them eat that pudding. Let's go. Let's see a bear pancake. I like it. It's another run. Wow. What a run. Damian Harris. Justin Shorter is making this team. Look at, he's got a good feel. He's got a good feel. He can sit in the zone coverages too. I'm telling you. He's what we need. He's what we need. Dalton Kincaid is that slot wide receiver for the Bills, right? Deontay Hardy's going to be that slot wide receiver. Trent Sherfield. We don't need another slot Khalil Shakir on this team. And Shakir proved that he isn't the greatest perimeter wide receiver. So Harris breaks free. Oh, baby, to the 6-yard line. What a run. You have to gang tackle Harris to the ground. You have to literally... Quessenberry gets called in the hold. So it looks like Quessenberry's in at left tackle. Ike Bucker is in at left guard. Greg Mance is in at center. Man, the depth on this team is freaking awesome. I love it.
Bill's still looking for that. I don't think he's going to get too downgraded too much for that. Bill's still looking for that.
We got an offset I formation here with Reggie Gilliam. Second and 13. Kyle Allen drops back, throws, caught, touchdown! Quentin Morris, baby! What a pass. What a pass from Kyle Allen. Dialed that play up. Great route. What a pass, baby. Right on the money. Woo-hoo-hoo! What a pass. That was right on the money. Great job. Wow.
And yet, they drop back and throw the seam route to a tight end, scooting up through it. That's a nice play call by Ken Dorsey. Gives his players a chance.
Yeah, they dialed that one up. I bet Josh Allen might have dialed that one up. Let's go. We're going to get into the stats in a second here. Let's check out the stats. Let's go. Let's get into these stats here. The box score. Kyle Allen doing some big-time things. Hyped up. Trying to win that backup quarterback job. Are you kidding me right now? Kyle Allen, 7-10 for Bills Mafia. 85 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But who knows? I think Spencer Brown's guy may have gotten a piece of that ball on that interception that Kyle Allen threw. And also, we saw the jersey. We saw the pass interference on Gabe Davis on that play. That was some bull. But Kyle Allen, 7-10, 70% completion percentage, 85 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Doing great. James Cook finished today with 5 carries, 23 yards, averaging over 4 yards a carry. Damian Harris doing about the same, right? 6 carries, 22 yards. His first ever touch for Bills Mafia is a touchdown. I think we're going to be seeing some double-digit touchdowns from Damian Harris in 2023. Our guy, Quentin Morris, just scoring that touchdown. 1 reception, 29-yard touchdown. Huge. Trent Sherfield continues to show his willingness over the middle, his physicality, going up after that ball, coming away with a 19-yard reception. He's got 2 targets for 2 receptions. Diggs had 2 targets for 2 receptions. Justin Shorter has a target for 19 yards. Great reception and feel for Justin Shorter. Gabe Davis, a reception. James Cook, Deontay Hardy, and Andy Isabella all have receptions here. And you will notice Shakir doesn't have a reception. I don't know if Shakir's going to be playing today because of those ribs. So that could very well be the case. But we got to see. On defense, Taylor Rapp, AJ Epinesa getting the only sack of the game. Tyrell Dotson has 2 total tackles, 1 solo tackle. And we can kind of see that highlight from Tyrell Dotson. Everyone, I'm sure, in Bills Mafia is going to be, oh, Dotson sucks. This was Dotson's fault. But you can see Dotson comes in, hits him, but he hits him into DeMar Hamlin, who hits him and keeps him on his feet. And we're going to play it in real time. So Dotson hits him into DeMar. DeMar hits him, keeps him on his feet, and then he runs around Taylor Rapp. Boom, boom, and he goes. Watch it again. Ready? Boom, boom, and he goes. Play it again. Boom, boom, and he stays on his feet, and he goes. So it was just ultimately really, really unlucky by the Bills there. But let's get back to the freaking game. The game cast is back. Kick return here. He's breaking free. He can break it long. Tyler Bass. Oh, my God. The Bears bring it right into their territory. Tyler Bass saves a touchdown, but how dangerous. Tyler, we cannot afford an injury to Tyler Bass. I'll tell you that much. Yikes. Oh, my lordy. Just gotta come out of this game without any injuries, you know? Looks like Dotson and Klein are still battling out there. Dotson and Klein. Who's going to make the play? Who's going to make the play? Good job, Sear and Neal. Woo-hoo-hoo. Gabe Davis on the sidelines. We got Steven, Digger, Sal, Anthony, E45, Megan, everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Digger says the way last year went, would like to see Shorter and Isabella both make the 53. I love that comment. I totally agree with that. I think Shorter and Isabella are the guys. Shakir is going to get the short end of the stick. But who knows? Maybe he goes through waivers unclaimed and the Bills, you know, could get him back. Or maybe Shakir's more hurt than we're thinking and he goes on the PUP list too. That's always a possibility. Steven says, oh my God. Let's go. Sal, why isn't McDermott kicking touchbacks? Yeah, good question. Maybe it is intentional that he's not. He wants to see our special teamers make some plays more for evaluation purposes. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to click that. Let's go. Oh, that would have been picked. Oh my God. AJ Klein would have, oh my goodness. He threw that right into coverage. He threw it right into coverage. Tim Settle with the batted ball at the line of scrimmage. Sean McDermott's hyped up about it. 4th and 4. I think the Bears are going to go for it. Puna Ford, Tim Settler out there. Of course, we got Dotson and Klein. Cam Lewis in safety, DeMar Hamlin at safety. It's a screen play, and they get it. Dotson hardly trips him up. Great design, great play call by the Bears. Can't we have our cake and eat it too? Put him on PUP. Put Khalil Shakir on PUP. Yeah, that could make sense. I like that comment. gotta have the cake and eat it too, you know. Dotson, I want to see an interception. I feel an AJ Klein or Dotson interception here. I feel it in my gut. Here's a draw play. Nothing. Bottled up. DeMar Hamlin. I'm hoping Dorian Williams will become the starting middle linebacker before the season ends. Michael Hall says, I think he will be the sleeper pick. You know, I don't see that happening unless there's injuries to Dotson, to Klein, to even Terrell Bernard. You know, the problem with Dorian Williams on the game film study reviews that I do is that he does lack overall size and strength right now in his career. You know, with a full offseason, with him fully developing, I think he will be able to get stronger and be able to take on offensive linemen. Right now, Dorian Williams at times has gotten thrown like a rag doll. And if we want to have his longevity, if we want him to be healthy, we need to really be concerned about putting him in at middle linebacker because you're in the innermost of this line, right? You're going to be taking on bigger offensive linemen, and it's just tough. But I think, honestly, with the full offseason, even having more of an understanding of the game, I think from a health aspect, it's going to suit Dorian Williams better. And think about Dorian Williams, not all is lost with Dorian Williams. Like Matt Milano has had an injury history. If something, God forbid, happens to Matt Milano because of how ferocious and physical Matt Milano plays, if Matt Milano is out for a game during the 2023 season, we're going to see Dorian Williams fill in his place. So in a way, it does kind of make sense here that Dorian Williams is playing that position, and I think that is the quickest way to see Dorian Williams on the field in 2023. Now, next year, we could very well have Dorian Williams be our starting middle linebacker. But I think Sean McDermott knows best. He knows best. He made the decision already. The decision's already been made. Roshan Johnson was one of my favorites coming out. Back up to Bijan Robinson at Texas. He's got quarterback experience. They use him in the Wildcat at Texas. He's a big style running back compared to Derrick Henry. So this is a good test for the Buffalo Bills defense. Let's take a look on Twitter. If we have any more highlights from the Buffalo Bills, from the Chicago Bears, comments, questions, concerns, drop them in the chat. Let's see. Check the play out. He throws it, and bam, it's caught. Quentin Morris. Great job with Quentin Morris. We're going to play it again here. Just right over the shoulder. Look at that. Outreaching the defender over the shoulder. Quentin Morris takes it in for the touchdown. Awesome stuff. And this is Josh Allen's cross to the shoulder. This is what I was talking about earlier. I mean, only Josh Allen can make plays like this. A full-out sprint towards the sidelines, and he throws it back across the field. But it's not just any throw. It's a dart. I mean, he's got pace on this ball. Look at it. It's a rope. Who does that? Look at this. Running, and slang on a rope for the first down. Only Josh Allen can do that. I'm telling you right now. This is what makes Josh Allen so great. Incredible. Let's see if we have any other highlights here. Josh Allen, it's the same play. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. Let's see if the Bears have any of their highlights, which mean mistakes for us. Here's that kick return. Let's see what happens here. Kaiir Elam kind of gets bottled up. Andy Isabella. Game is back. Let's see who really screwed up here. We got all of our backup special teamers in here. So we got Klein. I mean, we got a bunch of players on the field right now that are probably not going to make this team. So we're just trying to sort out our special teams. Who was that? I just want to see who that was that missed that tackle right there. Trayvon Howard kind of got bottled up too. I think that's Klein. .38, Alec Anderson. That was Alec Anderson who really messed it up. But kind of tough. Thank God for Tyler Bass, though. Tyler Bass getting tripped on his foot, right? This is what we're concerned about, staying healthy. You see Tyler Bass right there getting tripped. Gets tripped, falls to the ground, and then Klein comes up and knees him in the back of the head. Watch. Boom. See Tyler Bass's head get boom. He gets kneed right in the back of the head. Boom. You know? That's what we're talking about. Staying healthy. My God, please nothing bad happen to Tyler Bass. Definitely don't need stuff like that going down. Game is back. Guys, comments, questions, concerns. Make sure you guys answer on that poll. We're going to be leaving that poll up for a little bit, though. Let's see. Anthony says, break out that old stick 'em on their gloves. That's right. Sarah Neal needs that stick 'em, that's for sure. Megan, the fact that Derrick Henry is a free agent after this season, that's right. That's right. Jonathan Taylor's one, too. Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, both free agents at the end of this season. Eat the sauce. Let's go. 2nd and goal here for the Bears. Kaiir Elam in coverage. A.J. Klein. Oh, my gosh. Ran it right in behind A.J. Klein. It was good coverage, but someone was supposed to have their eyes on the quarterback. Might have been Sarah Neal there. We'll play it and see. Another second-level breakdown, Wendell says. Or Weldon, I'm sorry. Weldon says another second-level breakdown. I agree. We'll get to the highlight there and see it. But I think that was Sarah Neal. We'll see. We'll play it. Shakir is a work in progress, but we need to keep him so the Jets or Dolphins don't snatch him up. I like that comment, Steve. A lot of strategy going on here with the Bills after this game. And I think we're going to make some moves immediately after this game, you know, and it's going to be interesting. You know, what do they opt to do with Shakir? Do they put him on PUP to retain him, right? Do they risk cutting him, or do they cut Andy Isabella knowing that he doesn't have to enter that same waiver period and get claimed by another team? So, you know, there's some strategy going on. You just have to have discussions with the players and see what they're okay with, you know, and just determine things that way. Like, you got to talk with Andy Isabella and be like, hey, look, if we cut you, are you going to re-sign with us? Or are you going to test the market, right? Or Shaq Lawson, same thing. Like, if we cut you, are you going to test the market, or are you going to re-sign with us? Because players like that, they don't have to enter that waiver period. So that's huge. Andy Isabella looks like he's going to be getting the kick return here. See what Andy Isabella could do. Yeah, Megan, I appreciate that second order on the Buffalo Fan Shop. Guys, check out Buffalo Fan Shop in the description below. Free shipping between now and the first week of the season. Andy Isabella scrambling to the 20, 21-yard line. Super nice of you. It's ridiculous. But who's going to be that quarterback? Is it still Kyle Allen? 14-10. The Bills are still winning this game, but it's getting close. It's a solid return, though. I am a fan of Andy Isabella. And it's not just because my last name is Manzella. Isabella. Manzella. Isabella. But I just like his play. Let's go. Deontay Hardy's on the field, catching another quick pass. I like it. Wow, so Deontay Hardy working with Kyle Allen.
Something the Bills want to evaluate, how they run this 2-minute offense under Kyle Allen. Second and 4.
Let's go, merch. Free shipping until the first week of the season. BNC Bills Fan Shop in the description below. And there's probably going to be a new merch drop week 1. You guys, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a brand new merch shop drop where you guys can get hats and all sorts of different stuff coming soon. We're going to take a look at that highlight, next commercial break here. Take a look at what unfolded in that breakdown with the quarterback rush by the Bears. Kyle Allen. Oh, he gets the ball strip sacked. Oh, my God. Oh, gosh. My God, can't do that. That right tackle, the depth, Brandon Shell and Tommy Doyle, man, really hurting us. Alec Anderson at right tackle. What are we doing with Alec Anderson at right tackle? Are you kidding me right now? Ay. Telling you. I mean, it's good that we got Spencer Brown. Spencer Brown has been playing lights out so far in 2023. He's made his fair share of mistakes, don't get me wrong, but he's playing a hell of a lot better than last year, Spencer Brown. And I have high hopes for Spencer Brown this year after watching the game several times, doing some film study breakdowns. Spencer Brown is definitely doing his thing. He is working extremely hard. Oh, no! He dropped it! Oh, my God. Another breakdown. DeMar Hamlin and I think it's Cam Lewis in there. Yikes. Hang on 1 second, guys. My AC turned on. All right, I'm back. That was quick. I got all the windows open. My AC turned on. I had to turn it off. Don't want to waste money. Don't want to waste electricity. Let's go, Spencer Brown, our new home run champ. That's right. Micah Hyde's baseball charity game. Picked off! Take it to the house! Go! on Howard. Oh, Ingram. Ingram with the pick. There you go, buddy. Those are the plays we need. Those are the plays we need. Great coverage. Great job. Awesome job. Let's go. Let's go. Does that not get you hyped up for this season, baby? Michael says, let's just hope that Madden curse doesn't show up again. I think Josh Allen's the quarterback to break it. No, Tom Brady broke it. Patrick Mahomes broke it. Josh Allen will break it. Here we go. We got 60 seconds before halftime. Hands it off. Damian Harris. We got to get some points before half, baby. We got to get some points before half. Yeah, we got to come away with points. I don't know why we ran it there. Just like earlier in the game that Sarah mentioned it, you know, it's 3rd and 1 and the Bills pass it. We got Damian Harris out there and the Bills pass it. But I think that's kind of, sometimes you got to think as a defense, 3rd and 1, you got Damian Harris, you're thinking that the Bills are going to run it, and then we passed it. Incomplete. And it looks like Shakir is not going to be out there today, guys. I think we would have definitely seen Shakir. Shakir's ribs might be a little bit more serious than we all think. Justin Shorter. I want to see more from Justin Shorter, though. Luke Wilson. And that Jay Sternberger, the tight ends, backup tight ends. We got 50 seconds before halftime. The Bears got the dropsies.
Dude, I got a story for you. I'll share it with you in the second half. A story that Marv related to me.
So wow, Quessenberry's at left tackle. He was playing right tackle last week. You got to see how this line holds up. Justin Shorter's got to catch those, man. He knows it. Oh, face mask. That was a face mask. Oh, that's why he grabbed his face. Pass interference on Justin Shorter. Legal hands to the face. Justin Shorter's face mask got grabbed on there, dude. Justin Shorter's legit, dude. Justin Shorter is legit. I'm calling it now. He's freaking making the 53-man roster.
Harris is next to Kyle Allen on 4th down and 3.
4th and 3. Bills are going for it. They send the blitz. They pass it. It's caught for the first down. Let's go. Keyshawn Johnson, baby. Johnson, you got 30 seconds before half. Trying to hurry up this offense. Damian Harris is out there. We got a ton of time. We throw it. Deontay Hardy goes out of bounds. 25 seconds before half. Kyle Allen is marching our team down here. We got to come away with some points. We're in field goal range. Squish the fish, baby. Squish the fish. While Tua was learning how to fall this offseason, Buffalo Bills were working on getting better as a team. Kyle Allen in the spread. Throws a rope. It's caught. Picked up. Wilson, we were just talking about him, goes out of bounds. 3rd and 1. Bills have a timeout. 18 seconds left. Before halftime. I think we take a shot. Let's take a shot at the end zone to Justin Shorter.
Third down and 1. Darrington Evans checks into the game at running back for Buffalo.
You can absolutely do anything you wanted here, but interestingly enough, now they break the formation.
Bills are at the 24-yard line. Hit Justin Shorter, baby. Throw it deep. Throw it deep. I threw it short. Wilson got the first down, went out of bounds, still at a timeout. 13 seconds on the clock. Ugh. I hate seeing 13 seconds. If you guys hate seeing 13 seconds on the clock, comment in the chat. We got to get rid of 13 seconds on the clock right now. Get rid of that 13 seconds on the clock. Hopefully nothing crazy happens right now. Incomplete. 7 seconds left. We still have a timeout.
With 7 seconds to go. And Sean McDermott's not going to mess around. He's going to send out his field goal unit. Yeah. And they did it. They took a shot at the end zone.
At least we took that shot. You got to take a shot at the end zone. Got to take the shot. At halftime here, we're going to be hopping over to Twitter, and we're going to take a look at all the stats. So we're going to review some highlights. What went right? What went wrong? Knock it home, Tyler Bass. Tyler Bass. Great kick in the Windy City. 17-10. Bills Mafia leading the Chicago Bears at halftime. Comments, questions, concerns, get them in the chat right now. We're going to be scrolling through during halftime show. We got to discuss the Buffalo Bills. They're going to be talking to Sean McDermott here, it looks like, in a second. Hopefully we can catch this interview. But we're going to take a look again at all the highlights. So Bernard, Shakir, not out there for the Buffalo Bills. Tremaine Edmonds did get to go against his former team in the Bills. Came in and cleaned up a big tackle. Kind of cool seeing that.
Mitigated the damage that touchdown caused.
Let's go.
As it is, now they got a full touchdown lead once again.
3 seconds here. We're going to be getting into it. I want to listen to what Sean McDermott has to say. Notice the lack of penalties, too. I mean, just want to check the team stats. We can check the team stats here. Buffalo Bills penalties, right? We've had 2 penalties for 20 yards compared to last week, 12 penalties. We have 10 less penalties, guys. So, I mean, that's huge. That's huge right there. Only 2 penalties for Bills Mafia. The Bears have 5 for 42. So, definitely clean some things up. A squibberoo. The little squibberoo. All right. I think Sean McDermott's going to get interviewed here in a second. Cynthia Freeland was going to talk to Sean McDermott. Let's see if we catch this. Let's go, Bills. The guys don't want to run any more laps. I don't think. They're done. They're ready. They're strapping it up for Monday night in the New York Jets. What a great opportunity for Bills Mafia against Aaron Rodgers. Here it is. Sean McDermott.
Well, a little better. We came out attacking this week.
A little better.
We left some points on the board, right? Or off the board, I should say. A little bit of penalties, a little bit of execution, a high red zone.
Well, you're one of my favorite coaches in the entire league and one of the best disciplinarians. And I wanted you to tell all of your fans at home. I heard from Brady Bean that you guys are going to interview every single player before they exit this building. It was a tough week. We have to cut down more players. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's a tough business.
I want his sunglasses, by the way. I like Sean's sunglasses.
We care for all these guys, and unfortunately, we can only take 53 to the season with us.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that they appreciate the time with you. Good luck in the second half. We'll see you later.
It is tough. It is tough. He is the best coach in the NFL, I gotta say. What a tough decision it's going to be letting some of these guys go. Cynthia Freeland asking Sean McDermott, he's going to sit down with each and every single player that they let go off this team just because of how much they mean to us, right? We bring in players that fit. So much energy and thought goes into each and every single piece on this team. Things are definitely starting to sort things out. You heard it right from Sean McDermott's mouth at halftime. Things have gone a little bit better. He even said it, word for word, quotes, a little bit better, he said, than last week. And we pointed it out. Last week, 12 penalties in the first half. 2 penalties in the first half for Bills Mafia this week. So let's get into the stats while we're on it. Kyle Allen, 13 and 19, 115 yards, 1 touchdown to Quentin Morris, 1 interception. You got 1 sack for 2 yards. Damian Harris has 7 carries for 25 yards and a touchdown. James Cook had 5 carries for 23 yards. Doing pretty good, right? And, look at what Justin Fields did. Justin Fields, 2 of 6 for 51 yards. Josh Allen went 5 of 7 for 49 yards. And neither of them got sacked. I already mentioned Quentin Morris's reception and touchdown of 29 yards. Trent Sherfield continuing to show his willingness to go over the middle, his physicality over the middle. 2 receptions for 26 yards. Deontay Hardy, 4 receptions for 24 yards on 6 targets. Getting Deontay Hardy involved in the short passing game and the screen game. Definitely am liking it. Diggs getting his 2 receptions early and often in this game. Justin Shorter with a reception on 2 targets for 19 yards. Gabe Davis a reception. Joel Wilson, the tight end, a reception. Keyshawn Johnson, Andy Isabella, and James Cook all coming down with receptions. So we got to see more, I think, in the second half from Justin Shorter. I think Justin Shorter, to me, has a great opportunity here to make this 53-man roster. And honestly, it's really debatable at this point. And if he doesn't even get another snap, Justin Shorter could very well make this 53-man roster. Let's get into this defense. Cam Lewis, Taylor Rapp, DeMar Hamlin, all 3 tackles. AJ Epinesa coming away with a sack, right? Ciaran Neal, Dotson, and Ford, and they all have 2 tackles. Shaq Lawson, Milano, Brown, Anderson, you can see all the stats here. Greg Rousseau also came away with the sack. A tackle for loss. So AJ Epinesa, 2 tackles for loss and a sack. Greg Rousseau, 1 tackle for loss. Jamarcus Ingram making that interception there. What a great interception it was. Read the offensive play flawlessly. Huge for Jamarcus Ingram. And let's just see here. DJ Moore had that 1 reception for 40 yards. We're going to get into the highlights here in a second and exactly what unfolded. A lot of people are going to look at that and be like, oh man, Dotson, what happened? But let's start taking a look at what went wrong for the Buffalo Bills during this halftime show. You can see here, really the highlights for the Bears are going to show exactly what went wrong for us here. This is the play that we wanted to review. So you can see, obviously, A.J. Klein really having to cover his man, right? Had to cover his man on this play. We're going to see it all unfold. Number 52, A.J. Klein covering his man, and the quarterback, number 17, just rushes in right behind him. Hopefully we get a different angle of it. They're not going to show it. But I think something happened with Ciaran Neal here. So you could see Ciaran Neal, DeMar Hamlin. Yeah, this was Ciaran Neal. Well, they double covered, I think that's Komet, the tight end. See right in the middle of the field there, right on the A on the Bears, you're going to see a double coverage with Ciaran Neal. Quarterback scrambles out, and Ciaran Neal's just a little too slow. So I think, honestly, what happened here, they just kind of got a little lazy. Like, Ciaran Neal covered his guy, right? They're covering the guy. And, yeah, quarterback was just too fast. Too fast. Good play. I don't know. Little Puna 4 defense needs to contain the quarterback to the pocket. Yeah, obviously escaped. A.J. Klein just lacked instinct and feel that the quarterback was keeping it and running with it, but that wasn't his job responsibility. You know, I think, honestly, the guy that was supposed to have eyes on the quarterback here, it's just tough. Yeah, Ciaran Neal should have tried to make the play, but that's tough. Tough. Just a great play by the Bears. The kick return we took a look at here. Diving in. That was Alec Anderson. The point I want to make on this kick return is the fact that, maybe I could blow it up, the fact that a lot of these guys are not going to even make our 53-man roster. So the Bills right now, I mean, we have a majority of guys out there that really are not going to make this team. Obviously, Kyer Elam's going to make this team, but, you know, there's a lot of question marks. Reggie Gilliam's going to make this team. Taylor Rapp is going to make this team. You know, but look at everyone else, right? You got Alec Anderson, Balin Spector, you got that 96 Klein, you got Justin Shorter, Trayvon Howard, Andy Isabella, number 32, what's that, Ingram, Jamarcus Ingram, right? So a lot of these guys, I mean, this is not our starting special teams unit. You know, Tyler Matakevich isn't out there, right? We're just missing our starters on this play. You can kind of see things just kind of got bottled up. I think Alec Anderson, was that, number 20 block in the back. What? Was that a block in the back by number 20? Oh my gosh. Freaking block in the back by number 20 may have caused this. But I don't know, he was diving for him too. Ay. Yeah, Justin Shorter, too. Justin Shorter kind of got blocked up. Lost contain. Interesting. So that was the second screw up, which could have been a block in the back. DJ Moore. All right, so I know DJ Moore is one of the most physical style wide receivers in the NFL. And we already did this kind of already, but I just want you to notice what ends up happening here. Dotson comes in and hits DJ Moore into Damar Hamlin, who then keeps DJ Moore up on his feet, right? It's a leverage game. It's like physics, right? Dotson comes in, hits him into Damar Hamlin, who keeps DJ Moore on his feet, and then DJ Moore is able to run around Taylor Rapp. I mean, this is just super unlucky, right? Boom, boom, and he stays on his feet. And DJ Moore is physical. I mean, we talk about Trent Sherfield being physical. DJ Moore might be more physical than Trent Sherfield. It's like boom, boom. Watch it again. Watch. Dotson hits him into DeMar. Happens really quick, but watch. Ready? Boom, boom. And he stays on his feet. By the Bears. Things like that in the NFL are going to happen. I can't blame Dotson on this. And I'm sure other media sources are going to be, Dotson sucks, Dotson's horrible, all these things. But, you know, Dotson right there too. You know, you got to keep in mind, Dotson, Justin Fields, Dotson in his back pedal. Look at his back pedal, but also keeping his eyes on Justin Fields. They're really close. Ciaran Neal and Dotson are very close. It would have been kind of nice to be maybe another step towards the middle of the field, but he reads it. A lot of people say that Dotson too, like he's not good in pass coverage, but look how fluid he is with his hips and his feet. Like he's better and more agile in pass coverage than Tremaine Edmonds. Like Tremaine Edmonds could have never made that little hop step. You see this little hop step? Watch. Little skip step, hop step, turns his hips, turns back towards the play. Great pass and catch. I mean, DJ Moore is an all-pro wide receiver running behind Dotson, right? Gets behind Dotson, catches it, stays on his feet, gets hit by Dotson into DeMar. DeMar keeps him on his feet, and he gets able to run around. I mean, that's just tough. Now, on this interception that we... First things first, Spencer Brown's guy pushes him back, sticks his arm up into Kyle Allen's face, may have gotten a piece of this ball. may have gotten a piece of that ball right there. We don't know. We don't know for sure. But Spencer Brown, Torrance and Spencer Brown start with the double team. Torrance releases because he's got a guy in the inside, does the right thing. Spencer Brown just doesn't do enough blocking his guy. Spencer Brown needs to keep him away from Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen hardly gets the ball off, may have gotten tipped, and as you can see, we're going to see in a second, but this was pass interference. The Browns player had jersey on this play. He had jersey on it. Where was the other highlight? Let's see it again. I'm gonna find that clip. It's got to be here. But you can clearly see the Browns player grabbing that jersey. Hopefully it shows up. So this is the play we just saw. And this is exactly what we're talking about. Tyrell Dotson. Woof. Right? This is what happens in the Bills. You get people that report on things and are basically going to say this is Dotson. I knew it. They're going to say this is Dotson. Dotson in his back pedal. DJ Moore. DJ Moore's job is to read the defense, to sit in the hole of the zone. He reads the defense, okay? He reads the defense. He sits in the zone. Dotson, right? Tremaine Edmonds wouldn't have made that play, okay? Tremaine Edmonds would not have made this play either, okay? So you see Dotson, right? He breaks it free. But still. Also, the release on the ball, right? Was that Ciaran Neal just letting DJ Moore run freely off the ball? So it's a zone coverage. It's a zone coverage. And he just read the zone very well. I honestly, it's not like Dotson doesn't know what he's doing. He does not. And Sean McDermott even said that this was the best week of practice Dotson has had. And with experience, limited experience. Dotson just needs more experience, more game reps to get better. I want to see that interception. This is what we have to do. Levitating. What happened there? That's crazy. We're going to find it. Don't you worry. Comments, questions, concerns in the chat.
To test himself.
Oh, that's what we saw. Here's the strip sack. So, number 70. Boom. So it happens, right? We got Anderson starting at right tackle. Game is back on. My bad. Here we go. Get back to the Gamecast here. Hope you guys enjoyed that halftime show. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed that. If you want me to get more into narrative or the stats. Let's go. Sarah, Steven, Bengals won't ever get a ring. Appreciate you guys for joining me here. Second half has started. Looks like Kyle Allen is still out there. 2nd and 5. Damian Harris is out there. Justin Shorter is out there. Play action pass. Wow. Justin Shorter.
Played pretty well in the first half. Actually, in week 1, he kind of got snake bit because he made a nice throw, got tipped for a pick 6, and all of a sudden his day looks horrible. It really wasn't that horrible. He actually played pretty well in the second half last week. Give some thoughts about that room and how it's there just to really just support Josh.
Yeah, it was good to get him in with more starters today. We pulled Steph and Mitch.
Brandon Bean.
And obviously Josh so he can get in. But it was good to see them move the ball. Unfortunately, we had the screenplay to James, which was, unfortunately David, pushed him in the back. Not necessary, but he does it. And it kind of got us behind the chains there. And, unfortunately Kyle forced that one. I know he wants that throw back. He knows better than that. But I thought they moved the ball well, and it was good to see him come back the next drive. Had a penalty again. Thought it was a bad call, but either way.
3 and out for the Bills.
Quentin Morris for the touchdown, great throw. You mentioned on the pregame show you did have contact with San Francisco.
Dalton Kincaid is doing excellent. Dalton Kincaid is freaking doing dominant. And I'm calling it right now. Dalton Kincaid will break the Buffalo Bills rookie tight end record for total touchdowns, total yards, and total receptions. All three will be broken by Dalton Kincaid in 2023.
He came back the next week, played better, but
here's a punt.
I talked to him the week that Josh wasn't sure if he was going to play going into the Vikings, mid-season after the arm injury. Case said, hey, all right, you know what? Hold that thought. We got to go to commercial. We'll come back and we'll finish that.
Miniature commercial break here for the Bills. But yeah, let's get back into these highlights really quick while we were doing this. This Ingram interception.
Touchdown in the NFL.
This was a great one here. Just read it flawlessly. A little bit of a pick play, huh? Kind of collided. Who was that? Siran Neal and the wide receiver of the Bears collide. Siran Neal and him collide. Great interception. Good stuff. Great stuff. But I want to see Kyle Allen. Yeah, this was a great pass. Great touchdown pass here. Look at that. Right over the outstended hand for the Bears to Quentin Morris and the touchdown. Baby, let's go. That's huge. Take that. Take that. We've seen that one enough. I want to see the young rook. Interception. They probably deleted it because it clearly showed pass interference by the Bears on that interception. So I know it probably maybe shouldn't have thrown it.
I'm dead. I'm not going.
See, look at this comment too. That's literally Kyle Allen. Laugh out loud, right? And honestly, we already said it. Ball number one could have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. Right there could have been tipped. And then over here, I don't know if you're going to see it in this play, but pass interference. The rookie grabbed the jersey. Let's see. Trying to see if we got another clip of it. Got to dig on here, huh? You guys, comments, questions, concerns, let me know. David says, my concern when Bills are on offense, you often say pass interference on Diggs. I panic because I think it is going to be an offensive pass interference call. Is Diggs was interfered with better?
To really get the feel of all parts of this offense. It is complex, and so we understand that,
I think
Matt Barkley's been
staying aggressive offensively
so we're trying to take that into consideration.
is always good, and it's very rare that it's offensive interference. You know, I think Balin, someone just got hurt, I think.
Guys who may make the team as a result of their performance today.
Balin Spector. No way, dude. Balin Spector, I think, hurt his hammy. He slipped in that dirty freaking plastic tarp.
He got tripped up coming out of bounds here.
Spector's down, guys. Dang. It's not what we need. Get back to the game.
Where they are in their career, what it could mean for this team. And most people think, well, okay, this guy's not good enough. You throw him away, you throw this guy. But you have a real conversation about what they are and who they're going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very hard day, telling, the guys that you're going to release that you didn't make it. And, some guys are further away. Some guys it's nip and tuck. It's down to, this, you're talking to 4 or 5 people and it's a split decision. You got to make that call. But, Sean and I sit down.
Brandon Bean revealing some golden nuggets here.
Where they're at, how we see them and listen, hey, we definitely want you on practice squad. Or
fumbled snap.
maybe your best, we're stacked here, maybe your best opportunity is to look elsewhere. We try to shoot them straight, and, you know, they're very honest conversations with them. And listen, sometimes they're tough, sometimes they disagree, but I found ultimately if you do that, down the road, when you see them, if they don't come back at that time, they respect at least, that, you know, that you shot them straight.
You know, hopefully that's something minor with Spector as he goes in the blue medical tent. But what goes through your mind when you see that just now in front of you?
Yeah, you're doing the numbers game, and you know what is the injury? How long is it? Is this something we would have to put him on IR? Is this you know, all those things, and how does that affect your total numbers for defense? And then, you know, beyond that, and again, Balin's a, you know, special teams player for us too. So who would fill that spot? Is it coming from another linebacker, or are we gonna have to find that from another
Sack.
A sack there, Boogie Basham.
Boogie Basham.
Getting in the back.
It's kind of a free
Free
sack.
Defense is Von Miller. Where are you at with Von right now in his recovery?
Yeah, Von's he's trending up. He's doing well.
Tim Settle's still out there. Boogie Basham's out there. We're doing some big time things.
He's still in pup, but
Our backup QB isn't great, but does anyone really think we got a shot without Josh anyways? That's such a true comment.
we're trending up. We got a big decision this week.
Like my thing on backup quarterback.
By Tuesday at 4, you know, and get him on the 53.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen to Brandon Bean.
Which would hold him out the first month.
Isabella on the punt return.
Across the 40, lost the
Fumbles it.
It's scooped up by the Bills. Picked up by Ty Johnson. So a fortunate hop there after Isabella lost it.
But yeah, my thing with backup quarterback is you need to have a quarterback that's going to help the quarterback room, that's going to get along with Josh Allen. You know, Josh Allen is elite. Josh Allen's the reason why we're going to win a Super Bowl. You know, without Josh Allen, it's very, very unlikely that we're going to win a Super Bowl. So I think, you know, worrying about a backup quarterback is good during training camp and preseason because, you know, you got an iron sharpening iron. The backup quarterback helps progress the depth, wide receivers, and flow of the offense and everything, the defense even. But come the season, I'd rather have a quarterback, a veteran quarterback that gets along with Josh Allen, that understands this offense, that can contribute to this quarterback room to help Josh Allen be the best version of Josh Allen, instead of a guy that's going to try to compete for the position, I guess, or just not really contribute. Like Trey Lance, I mean, he'd be learning the playbook, right? He'd be getting to know things. Like, he wouldn't contribute to the overall success of this offense necessarily, especially early in the year. But kind of crazy. I agree, though, Sarah. What did I just watch? They were playing hot potato with that football. Yeah, that's not a good look for Andy Isabella. I'll tell you right now. Fumbling the football ain't going to get you on this 53-man roster. You know, it is that close. Brandon Bean just said it in his interview here on the sidelines, talking to Steve Tasker and these guys. You know, some of them it's nip and tuck, he said. It's nip and tuck. You know, some it's clear as day, clear-cut decision, but you got positions like wide receiver between Khalil Shakir, Trent Sherfield, Deontay Hardy, Andy Isabella. You know, a fumble is not good. Even if it is on kick and punt return, the fumble just does not look good. And Andy Isabella is actually leading the team right now in total receiving yards and also total first downs. So, I mean, that's definitely an impressive stat offensively. Shakir doesn't have a kick return. He doesn't have a punt return. Isabella is doing things on special teams and kick and punt returns and on offense. So he has that extra value.
Chicago, the Bills
Game is back.
General Manager Brandon Bean kind enough to join us in the booth here.
I don't know why I got so big.
Specifically the offensive line. You lost Brandon Shell to retirement. Tommy Doyle went down to
Here we
injury.
go.
So I know that swing tackle position is something you're looking at. Where are you at with that? And also, how would you evaluate the play of the rookie Osiris Torrance here this summer?
Osiris Torrance is our starting right guard.
Definitely, you know, that was a bummer when Brandon Shell, you know, he he did a really good job last season for Miami. Started 13 games. I think he gave up a couple sacks. So we really felt good. We had a solid number 3. And then Tommy Doyle coming back from, an ACL and just had the misfortune last weekend of tearing his elbow. And so
you can't progress the ball.
He's already, had surgery.
I think that's only for the quarterback, though, Spin. Like, if the quarterback fumbles, the ball can't progress. I don't believe. But if, like, a player fumbles and another player picks it up, and you can run with it.
Cybo's done a great job. I mean, he's just steady Eddie. You get in there, you don't notice him. He's firm. He's
that's a good one.
We're seeing
can't even. That's funny.
Gosh. And the guys trust him. The backs trust him.
Megan says, I will say I miss Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky. Trubisky.
Have you had with Sean about how it's gone for him as defensive coordinator, the changing role, and where your team is at on the cusp of another season with at least internally very high expectations?
Yeah, I mean, I think Sean's, he was able to call.
Let me know in the chat if you could hear Brandon Beane talking.
He's passing on to a different coach so he could just kind of watch and manage who's coming in on his game, get lines out. But, ultimately, I think he's done a great job.
Severs.
Very meticulous, very detailed, as you guys know.
The cream is definitely starting to rise to the top. More and more, man. Each and every play, we're starting to figure this out. To start training camp preseason, it was like Justin Shorter and Severs. They were kind of playing on the same level, but Justin Shorter definitely.
And where he'll, kind of lead our defense this season.
I thought he made an interesting point to us in our meeting yesterday where he thinks that he has a better evaluation of the players on the team because of his more active role as the coordinator. Certainly something I know you'll be talking about over the next couple of days.
I like that.
Take a break. We'll keep you for one more if that's okay, Brandon. Bill's still up by.
Brandon Beane's coming back for more, too, after this. But, yeah, that's huge hearing that right there. So, Sean McDermott admitted that he has a better feel of this defense more so than any other year, and the decisions that will be made on defense in regards to the 53-man roster will be easier for him to decide because he's been so involved with it. So I like hearing that. Definitely like hearing that. Sean McDermott is definitely going to be knowing what to do on the defensive side of the football, who the Bills are going to keep. And I've been saying this for quite a while now. I think there could be an open competition at middle linebacker all the way into the season, and we could play that linebacker based on opposing matchups, based on how we see our linebackers fit, right? If we feel as though that we're going to be playing the New England Patriots, right, who's going to be running the ball heavy with Ezekiel Elliott, Ramondre Stevenson, or the Tennessee Titans with Derrick Henry, these physical style running attacks on offense, maybe it does make sense to have A.J. Klein out there. Maybe it does make sense to have Dotson out there. And then maybe when we play the Cincinnati Bengals or Kansas City Chiefs, maybe we want a little bit better or a better matchup type style linebacker such as Tyrell Dotson that can match up on Travis Kelce, right? So really think an open competition, a rotation at middle linebacker into the season based on matchups, based on overall play. Even if we start a linebacker and they just start having a bad game, or they don't know how to align our defense based on what the offense is doing to us, and A.J. Klein can align us right, then you get A.J. Klein out there. So I think a rotation based on overall play, a rotation based on health is the other hurdle here too. If Dotson is a little bit nicked up or Klein is a little bit nicked up, maybe we opt to start the other one who's healthy that week to get them healthy for a later game. So I really think there's a lot going on there. Sean McDermott openly admitting that the flow of the defense isn't the problem. The communication of this defense isn't the problem. The players even saying they can't even tell the difference who's in at middle linebacker, which might be kind of a problem because we want the defense to feel the difference at who's in at middle linebacker. But it's about overall impact. It's about who's going to make the biggest impact, the most game-changing plays at middle linebacker. And you have no excuses because you're surrounded by talent. You're surrounded by Trey White, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, DeQuan Jones, eventually Von Miller, right? Tim Settle, Ed Oliver, Greg Rousseau, Shaq Lawson, AJ Epinesa, this entire defense, middle linebacker. You know, you should be flying around. You should be making plays. You should definitely be the best version of yourself. So,
in that leg than he was at the
gotta
end of the
see.
season. So it's been a tough battle. I mean, you know, all through camp, up and down like you would expect. But we feel really good.
Walter, why do the Bills insist to consistently roster backup quarterbacks that are characteristically the opposite of Allen? I don't think it's a coincidence. And I hope you were here by what I was saying. I think they prioritize quarterbacks that can have a good relationship with Josh Allen. You know, they don't prioritize having a similar skill set to Allen, and there's a reason. Like Cam Newton could have been here, the perfect similar style to Josh Allen, but why didn't we bring Cam Newton in? Maybe because of his personality. Maybe he wouldn't get along with Josh Allen. Maybe he would start to steal some of that starlight, some of that shine, you know? Kyle Allen and Josh Allen are friends. Matt Barkley, Josh Allen, California kids, they're friends. You know, so I think the priorities, and it could be Josh Allen. You know, Josh Allen could have a say in our backup quarterback. You know, Mitch Trubisky, I don't know how much say he had in that, but they definitely developed a good relationship. You just got to know what you're getting, and you have to know that the quarterback, the backup quarterback we bring in is going to help Josh Allen. It's going to help the quarterback room. You know, even if they're not on the field, they're going to contribute to things.
That group. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it shakes out numbers-wise. Again, you know, we saw Baylor go down, so does that, you know, have us keep, you know, someone else if he
baby!
This is a long-term injury or not.
AJ Klein is still out there, huh?
The group, very competitive group, and there'll be some tough decisions in how we keep that. If you know, if we
I think Dotson won,
up to 10.
guys. I think this.
Andy Isabella has been a big camp storyline.
I don't see Dotson out there. You got Trayvon Howard and Klein. Appreciate that, Chris. Go Bills.
You know what? A guy that comes in when he did to start training camp, knows nothing about the playbooks, never been in this system. That is just learning that and going out there and executing is quite a challenge. And to see.
Oh gosh! Oh, it's a fumble! Get it! That was a fumble.
To see a guy every day come in and just work and just stay.
So AJ Klein is out there. Might be because of the injury to Balen Spector.
He's even passed some guys who've been here, you know, longer than him, you know, from the springtime. And that just says his commitment to.
But AJ Klein just got burned in pass coverage.
He's definitely put himself in the mix.
Yeah, this hit by Cam Lewis. You'd love to see
Wow, Cam Lewis is having a freaking preseason.
possible. That's an old school hit right there. You don't see those very often.
You know, those tackles-
Cam Lewis is making this team too. I'll tell you right now.
Cam's got some speed when he hits you. It's,
Sarah says, "Okay, can our defenders catch the balls?" Sierra Neal, aka Sierra Neal. Wow.
Brandon, one guy that Steve and I were talking about.
AJ Klein, pass coverage.
Saran Neal. Just how far he's come as a defender. He's always been that special teams guy, but where have you seen his improvement in the defensive backfield?
yeah, Serena, I mean, you can play him anywhere. When we first drafted him, we had him at safety.
Yo, Sierra Neal.
And then
Sierra Neal.
played some outside corner, and,
He can
you know,
do
fell in that
everything.
spot maybe,
He
you
can
know,
do
back
everything, but he can't catch.
He's a great blitzer,
I'll admit it.
physical,
Sierra Neal.
he's available. I mean, the guy just, you know,
He can do everything, but he can't catch.
he plays
That's why he plays
like
defense.
a backer. You know, it's just, he's got that speed. He's built, and so just it's been fun to watch.
Someone should clip that and send it to him.
His number one job here is to be a special teams ace. which
Man, we're only up by 7, and the Bears are making some moves.
Yeah, he's played at a high level. It's obviously something I watch.
But you got one thing with Sierra Neal. Leslie Frazier
Observations of the Bills.
last year said that Sierra Neal was the most athletic player on the Buffalo Bills.
And I think
And that says a lot. Think about all the athletes, all the talent, all the players on this team. And Leslie Frazier said that Sierra Neal was the most athletically gifted of any player on our team. And I see it. I see it. But he just can't catch. Let's go. These guys are fighting for their jobs, fighting for their careers.
how's Terrell Bernard?
This is like the playoffs right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Got DJ Dale, Jamarcus Ingram, DeMar Hamlin is still out there. Cam Lewis is out there. Trayvon Howard. AJ Klein is out there. Kingsley Jonathan is out there. Kyer Elam is out there. Who's going to make a play, baby?
This week, once we get him back out there, he'll get himself going, but he'll be in the mix, and hopefully he's ready to go week 1.
I know as we watch the defense play, my mind goes back to Andy Isabella and Deontay Hardy conversation. We talked to Ken Dorsey this week, and I mentioned it earlier that Dorsey had said, listen, the league's not getting slower, it's getting faster.
AJ Klein with decent tackle.
Both bring that element, but their skill set seems to be a little redundant. What are your thoughts on?
Yeah, I think, honestly, my problem with Leslie Frazier, he's great at coaching fundamentals. He's a great coach of the game, like getting players up to speed to actually learn the game. But when it comes to play calling, especially when you're in crunch moments or your back is up against the wall, ultimately the goal of any offense, really the goal of the NFL, is to dictate to the opposing team, whether you're on offense or you're on defense. When you start reacting, whether you're on offense or defense, when you turn into a reactive type offense or a reactive type defense, especially on defense, like when you're reacting to Tyreek Hill, you're reacting to Jalen Waddle, right, or Travis Kelce, and your back is up against the wall, right, or high pressure moments, nerves have been scientifically proven that you play slower. So to me, you need to dictate. You need to dictate, especially when the game is on the line, because players are nervous. Players are nervous, and you don't want to fall behind, right? You always want to dictate, and I think that's one thing that Leslie Frazier lacked in crunch moments of the game. He refused to stay aggressive. He refused to continue to try to dictate to the opposing offense. So we'll see. And I know Sean McDermott's going to bring that for 2023. Like Sean McDermott, coming from a Jim Johnson style blitzing defense, his coaching tree, Sean McDermott is definitely going to be a lot more aggressive in 2023. We're probably going to see a lot more unique packages and player packages. You're going to see a Swiss Army knife and Taylor Rapp being out there, mixed between like a big nickel and a dime defense. I think a lot of stunning, a lot of blitzing. Even Dorian Williams being a backup to Matt Milano. I mean, there are some things the Buffalo Bills could definitely do. I mean, why not have a dime package with Dorian Williams as the only linebacker out there? I mean, a dime package, it's like almost a guarantee that they're going to be passing that. And then you have Dorian Williams out there. To me, that makes a lot of sense. So I think we're going to see a lot of creative genius from Sean McDermott here in 2023. A lot of mixing up. A lot of people are so worried about determining a starter at middle linebacker, at opposite corner, at slot wide receiver. But we could really see a rotation at each and every single one of those positions. What positions don't we see a rotation at normally or typically in the NFL? Middle linebacker, we don't normally typically see a rotation at that, so that would be unusual. But we also don't see a rotation at offensive line, at right guard, at left guard. So the fact that the Bills were able to solidify the front five for this offensive line, the highest paid free agent for the Buffalo Bills this offseason, Connor McGovern, coming to the Buffalo Bills, solidified starter at left guard between Deion Dawkins and Mitch Morris, solidifying the blind side for Josh Allen is absolutely huge. And then Osiris Torrance, the young rookie, to me, proved undoubtedly after today, he is the starting right guard for the Buffalo Bills. Potential right guard for the next 10 years for the Buffalo Bills, the way this thing is looking right now. Man, I cannot wait. So Spencer Brown, too, has definitely been playing lights out. I think he's definitely playing with a little bit of an attitude so far in 2023 after a letdown in 2022. The front five has been determined, and I think that's huge news. They don't rotate on that offensive line. Let's go, Bills. Let's go. All the important positions are figured out. All the important positions are figured out for the Bills. Make sure you hit like, subscribe for future content. We're so close to almost 1,000 views. I want to try to get to 1,000 views by the time this thing is up. By hitting like, you'll get more Bills fans in here. Check the links down in the description as well, too. Buffalo Fan Shop, free shipping until week 1, the start of the season, as well as $20 off. SeatGeek, use promo code BNC at SeatGeek.com for concerts, NFL, NHL, baseball, I think even movies, too. You guys could use SeatGeek, BNC, get $20 off your next purchase. Flag is on the field. Buffalo Bills are winning 17-10. We have 4 minutes, 59 seconds in the third. Getting hyped up here. The NFL regular season is right around the corner. Wishing you guys all well in fantasy football this year. Hope you guys all have successful, great years in fantasy. Know everyone in here is going to be trying to get Josh Allen. I bet they're going to be trying to get Josh Allen. I'm going to be trying to get Josh Allen. Kingsley Jonathan with the penalty. Guys, comments, questions, concerns.
Other things that Brandon B mentioned, I think the Von Miller decision is not going to be an easy one. It seems like he's getting better, but do you start him out right away? Or do you wait a month and then bring him back? That's going to be a tough call for the Bills as well.
Until you talk to Vaughn, I don't think that decision can be made.
They're down to 19. And Cortez Broughton makes the tackle to make it 4th and long.
Yeah, and that gained them a couple of yards on the field goal.
Guys, they're fighting for their careers. They're fighting for their careers.
Now it's going to be 4th and about 12 or 13. So the percent you put it 4th and 15 actually. So that was a really nice penalty. They went ahead and took it. And now it's a 51-yarder rather than...
Oh, man, they're going for the field goal. 51-yard field goal.
Cairo Santos on. Out of the hold of the punter, Trenton.
And the hold. Dang, right down the piper. Wow. Good kick by the Bears. 17-13. Yikes, we better win this game. I don't even care if it's a preseason. We better win this game.
And now a word from Toyota.
Got a commercial here. Raleigh says, starters look good out there. I totally agree. Definitely an improvement. Only 2 penalties from the starters in the first half compared to 12 last week. I mean, we're definitely seeing some improvements. Sean McDermott specifically saying the interview with Cynthia Freeland on the sidelines that, well, a little bit better. He said, well, a little bit better. Those were the first words that came out of his mouth. Definitely a little bit better, he said. So that's a great sign to see. I already mentioned some solidified starters, I think, on this team. I think we could solidify Osiris Torrance. Cybo, baby, at right guard. Eat the sauce. We got to see it. We got to see it. Unfortunate we didn't see Khalil Shakir today. Unfortunate we didn't see Terrell Bernard today. So I think it's highly unlikely that the Bills are going to feel comfortable enough starting any of those two to start the season. We got to see what happens with Khalil Shakir, how serious that injury is. Maybe he does start on PUP. Even Bernard. Maybe Bernard starts on PUP depending on how long things happen. What that does is it just frees up another roster spot for Bills Mafia. So a lot of players that we're concerned about losing or having to cut, placing players on that PUP list will free things up a little bit longer to determine this thing out, to continue an open competition into the season, to let things settle out a little bit more. But here's the kickoff. Buffalo Bills, touchback, 17-13. Kyle Allen is still on that football field. Wildfires are serious.
Or text Hawaii to 90999 to donate $10.
There's a lot that goes into choosing your backup quarterback. Certainly you'd like, and this is why the Bills, I think, were in on the Trey Lance conversation. There's a guy that's kind of built.
Honestly, I think we were just doing our due diligence per usual. I highly doubt we actually made an offer. Even McBean said, like, he called to inquire That's what Brandon Bean said. He said, I called to inquire about it, not that he made an offer. So there's a big difference there. Brandon Bean calls to inquire everybody. Everybody.
It's not to be ready to play, which is part of it. It's to get Josh ready to play. And that's why that whole room is structured the way it is. So while you do want a player that can come in and finish a game or maybe make a start here and there, you want a guy that makes your number one quarterback better.
Exactly. That's what Steve Tasker took the words right out of my mouth, man.
Down and 10, Kyle Allen to the air and fires incomplete. Cynthians with Greg Rousseau.
It's not about having a great backup quarterback. It's about a backup quarterback that makes our number one quarterback better, Josh Allen. Period. That's what it's all about.
And those couple came up to you and asked you 7 billion questions in the lobby of the hotel about football, and you answered every single one. So I wanted Bill Mafia to know just how kind of a human being you are. What does it mean to be a part of this Bill squad?
I mean, Buffalo's a special place, you know. Just like the love that the community shows us out there, and then the love that we kept trying to.
Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, free agents at the end of this year. Steven, I agree, man. Scoop them up at the end of this year. Don't worry about that crap now. We got James Cook. We got Damian Harris, Latavius Murray. I mean, honestly, I'm calling it Damian Harris, double-digit touchdowns. James Cook, I'm calling him JC2K. You want to know why? Because of JC, because of CJ2K, Chris Johnson 2K. He was always nibbling on 2,000 yards, all-purpose yards. I think James Cook, JC2K, could potentially have 1,000 yards rushing, could have 1,000 yards receiving, maybe, say, 800 yards rushing, 1,200 yards receiving, maybe, a little bit different, 900 and 900, whatever. But I think we're getting there. We could see James Cook 2K, 2,000 all-purpose yards for James Cook.
So Ty Johnson was signed on Monday. He was finally cleared after a torn pec.
Ty Johnson is there. I'm going to give it 3 more minutes. At 3:25, the poll is going to end. Who should start at middle linebacker? We're going to end that poll. And I want to try and get some more interesting polls for the remainder of this game. You got 2 minutes in the third. Bills are on their own 40-yard line. First down.
If you've got it on film that they're going to snap it and do all this stuff and then really do snap it, you've got to be ready for it, which makes it in the regular season more likely.
Ty Johnson just ripped a 10-yard run. Physical style run.
A little bit. I think it might be the preseason strategy is a little your posturing for people to watch that on film and use it against them later when you're really not going to snap it. Yeah.
Nice run for Ty Johnson. He picks up 11.
That might be a goner.
Jordan Mims is out with an injury today.
Jordan Mims out with a mouth injury. I wonder what happened there. A mouth injury. Look, what could that be?
Final 90 seconds of the third quarter.
Does anyone know what a mouth injury could be? Let me know in the chat if you know what a mouth injury is.
Evans on the carry to the 46-yard line.
Our running backs are solid. Honestly, I think the AFC East in general has the best running back group in the entire NFL. James Cook, Dalvin Cook, Damian Harris, Breece Hall, even Raheem Mostert in Miami. Latavius Murray, too. Add that to the mix, baby.
Alec Anderson is they're trying to make, excuse me here, and
Isabella with a grab. Solid grab. Third down, though.
A player who could play 5 positions in a pinch. We saw him play left tackle earlier to give up kind of a sack strip fumble at right tackle. Now Vandermark is in there right tackle. They slide Anderson down inside.
Wow.
Next to man.
Yeah, Van DeMark.
Snaps at so many different places.
He's gotten burned at right tackle, but we got to see. He's better at left.
He might be the 4th or 5th guy to play a tackle spot, but
showing their value. This could mean a lot. Them playing well at right tackle. Van DeMark, baby. Man, I like it. Great block. It's the end of the third. Got 1 more minute on that poll.
Through 3, they lead at 17-13. You're watching Buffalo Bills preseason football, presented by Toyota.
see. We'll get into some stats really quick here too, guys. During this commercial break, really quick, brief up on that. Kyle Allen is 15 at 26, 128 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 1 sack for 2 yards. Josh Allen, obviously we saw that, but Ty Johnson stepping up here. Look at that. Are you kidding me? 5 carries, 26 yards, was brought into the Buffalo Bills this week. Kind of a receiving style type running back too. We're going to take a look at Ty Johnson really quick. Let's take a look at Ty Johnson, his career. Obviously spent some time on the Jets. Going to Ty Johnson's career. So it was with Detroit, with the Jets. You guys could see receiving. So, I mean, he could definitely catch it. I mean, nothing crazy. 12 receptions last year for the Jets, 34 the year before, 16 and 24. So he could definitely catch it. Nothing too special, but just really hasn't had his opportunity in the league. But 5 carries today for 26 yards, doing some big things here, doing some things. Deontay Hardy with those 4 receptions did excellent. Did absolutely excellent. We could hop over to Twitter, too. Let's see if we have any more highlights happening here. Make sure you guys check out my Twitter or X. I'm also on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. So if you guys aren't always on YouTube, make sure you check out the other platforms that I'm on. Let's go and check this, see if we have any more highlights here. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the game film study review that we did during this live stream. Normally we'll be releasing some cleaned up edits during the week, discussing some things here. John Scott, this brings up a good point. What the Bills do with Kaiir Elam over the next few days will be interesting. A trade seems like the best option. You got to keep in mind, like we started Christian Benford, right? We had Christian Benford ahead of Dane Jackson today, and Dane Jackson, to me, has been pretty much balling out. So I think, it's something to keep our eye on. Like, when is Kaiir Elam going to see the field? But think about Trey White getting hurt. Think about whoever starts, Jackson or Benford getting hurt. It would be nice to still have Kaiir Elam on this team. And knowing that Elam is under contract for not only next year, next couple of years, right? So
first down and 10. It's a handoff to Evans.
Ooh! Darrington Evans breaking free, and he scores a touchdown. What a run! Oh my God! Darrington Evans looking like a freaking ballerina. Wow! Scrambling, twisting, turning to the ground. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Put that on the highlight reels. Remarkable. Boom, puts his foot in the ground, makes contact, breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle, goes in for the touchdown. Are you kidding me right now? Making a name for himself, Darrington Evans. Woo! I love it. I love it. Baby. This is why they're fighting for their careers, man. They're fighting for their careers. Some of their last opportunity, some of the last snaps some of these people will ever have on an NFL football field. You know they want to make case. They want to make their case, baby. Woo! What a cut! Oh my God! What a freaking cut! He put his foot in the ground. He put his foot in the ground and the dude just ate grass.
As you can see, every single guy on the Bears defense tried to tackle him and
oh, they are hyped. Harris and Sherfield are hyped. What a move. He just stuck his freaking foot in the ground. We got to see that highlight. We got to see that highlight. Oh my goodness. What a freaking highlight. Nothing yet from the Bills. We'll get it. Player on the Bears is slowly walking off the field. I don't know what happened there. Stephon Diggs. It's a funny picture. We got to get that highlight. Darrington Evans with the freaking run of the preseason here. Gosh. No highlight yet. Matt Perino says Darrington Evans with the play of the preseason. Dude runs it from 35 yards out, and Evans broke 5 tackles on its way. I mean, that's freaking dynamite. Darrington Evans just broke 10,000 tackles on a 35-yard touchdown to start the fourth quarter. Baby, are you kidding me? Ty Johnson, Darrington Evans, ripping it. Ripping it. Who said that too? Our running backs. Our running backs are killing it. Our running backs are killing it, guys. Let's go. Let's go. What a freaking run. We're going to get the highlight in a second. Don't you worry. I'm sure their Bills are going to be releasing it in a second. Oh, the run of the preseason. What a way to cap off the freaking preseason and get us ready for the New York Jets on Monday night. We got to see that run again. That got me hyped up. Here it is. Here it is. Look at this. Running through, reads it, puts his foot in the ground, shakes that tackle. See ya, see ya, see ya. Gets in. Are you kidding me right now? Let's go. Look at this. Look at him. Boom. Oh my God. Look at that cut. Look at this cut. Bam. Shebang. See ya. Oh my God. Breaks that tackle. Boom. Kyle Allen is right there too.
Evans for the touchdown.
Let's go. Great job. What a run. What a run it was. Indeed. Indeed. Let's check the stats on that now. See where they're at statistically wise. Look at that. Darrington Evans now. 3 carries, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Ty Johnson at that 5 carries, 26 yards. Damian Harris, 7 carries for 25 yards and a touchdown. James Cook, 5 carries for 23 yards. Baby, this running back room is freaking excellent. It is excellent. A lot different than last year. Devin Singletary, Zach Moss, holy freaking jeez. We've made some upgrades, Bills Mafia. We've made some upgrades to the offensive line, to the running back room, to the tight ends who are extension of this offensive line. Spencer Brown is...
The referee will not have a microphone, so they'll only provide hand signals if there's any penalties on this next series for the Bears. So the NFL is tinkering on things and practicing things in the preseason.
What are they doing? They're tinkering with something during our games?
Deion Dawkins.
Deion Dawkins, Snowman.
Go by without me getting you on camera because you're the best interview. I have a huge question. Did you find any jewelry this year?
No jewelry, no jewelry. It sucks I didn't find any jewelry, but no, not this year. I wish I did. I probably would have kept it in this year, but no.
How was your off-season? You said you've been traveling around. What was the highlight of your
Deion Dawkins is
off-season?
funny.
Oh man, yeah, like the offseason was super cool, Sid. But I think
You can't touch this. Yo, Steven, I'm going to use that for his highlight this week. Can't touch this. It's on Instagram. Check out my edit. Darrington Evans, 35-yard touchdown. It's going to be to MC Hammer. I promise you.
Does the O-line this year have any secret handshakes or anything? You don't have to show us, but should we be aware of any secret handshakes this year?
I don't know why the Bears are doing the wave. Bears are doing the wave and they're losing the game. But I guess every... I'm hyped up. This game got me hyped up for the season. I don't know about you. I never ended the poll. We got to end the poll. We have Tyrell Dotson at 39%. 39% of Bills Mafia says Tyrell Dotson should be the starter. Second place, Terrell Bernard at 32%. AJ Klein at 28%.
Walker is the new Buffalo quarterback. We'll see if Nathan Peterman enters this game as somebody. What did I say? Buffalo. I don't think Brandon Bean traded for PJ Walker. He did timeout, so yes.
Nate Peterman. Oh, it's PJ Walker. Got another poll up. I want to know if you agree with me. Will James Cook have 2,000 all-purpose yards in 2023? It includes receiving yards, rushing, and receiving yards.
5, and the Bills run defense ready for that one. One of the newest Bills, Deshaun White, who was signed on Monday in on that tackle. Played in the USFL earlier this year with Michigan.
Deshaun White just signed this week too. Coming in, making a play.
3 for the Bears.
Third and 3. Big down here. We're right at midfield. Big stop here, Bills Mafia. Let's go.
I'm down here, playing with these big nasty guys, and you're up there waving. Come on.
Third and 3.
Deep
Walker
pass.
taking a shot.
Oh, incomplete.
The rookie Alex Austin had the coverage for the Bills.
Great coverage.
And Matty Revus will send out his punt team.
Nice job by Alex Austin. He's flashed here in the preseason. One of the things we noticed.
Make sure you guys answer on that poll. James Cook, will he have 2,000 all-purpose yards?
And you're not going to throw a flag if you're looking to try and play the football. Austin's done, and one of the things in young players, it's always a problem. Yes, Alex Austin has flashed and made some really good plays and done some really good things, but he's also had the other end of the spectrum. And once they
You guys can see it.
level out and get consistent while still sprinkling in the great plays, that's when they become a really good
Punt to Andy Isabella. He gets it. He's running all the way across the field. Stutter steps, cuts back, goes back the other way. He's going, juking, gets hit hard.
At the 17-yard line. With 12:45 to go in the fourth quarter, Buffalo gets the football back. They lead it 24-13 here in Chicago.
Another commercial break. We getting into it. Let's see if we have any more highlights here on Twitter. Any more news on Twitter. Gotta love it. NFL notification says Josh Allen intercepted. They thought that was Josh Allen. That's the second time I've seen that. People think Kyle Allen is Josh Allen. And they comment on it. Like, oh, Josh Allen's not having a good year. Well, that's Kyle Allen, folks. Looks like Aaron Rodgers. Thad Brown can't ask for much more out of the first team offense. Converted some third downs, ran it a bit. Josh doing some Josh things. Harris showing exactly what he can provide at the goal line. Should be baseball caps all around. I agree. This was a great showing. I mean, what a way to bounce back from last week after having all those penalties, right? Kind of getting outplayed by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers came to play. Their season home opener. Mike Tomlin flat out saying he wanted to show physicality against us. We just slept on it. We treated it like a preseason game, and the Steelers, they were extra hyped up on it. So I think this week we definitely came back out a little bit more serious of an attack this week. Dotson did all right. I know some people are going to say, oh, Dotson's horrible. That was a big mistake. That DJ Moore 40-yard reception, that was all Dotson, right? Everyone's going to be saying that, but we already saw it. We already discussed it. Really not necessarily the case. Dotson hit him. DeMar Hamlin came in and just kept DJ Moore on his feet. So, and see, Air Raid says the pass to DJ Moore perfectly illustrates why the Bills are going to miss Tremaine Edmonds. It's not true. Even if Edmonds was in, he would not have made that play. And if anything, he would not have come close to that play. Edmonds, the reason why Edmonds was ultimately let go and we weren't willing to pay him what the Bears paid him was because of his pass coverage abilities. Like, he wasn't as good in pass coverage that we would have liked, and it's hard being 6'5". It's hard being that tall and long, Tremaine Edmonds, to be agile, to turn on a dime, to flick those hips, to have a good solid back pedal. It's hard to do that at 6'5". Dotson's smaller, right? A little bit more agile. Talking about breaking on the football and making plays.
Maybe his early 20s, and it's just in the mid 40s, and he is a coach in New Mexico. They have some success. And
Wow, it doesn't look like we're going to see Barkley this game. So how about that?
On his career, he gets a chance to coach Cal Berkeley as a head coach. The president of Cal
Happy
Berkeley
13th birthday,
had heard
Angela.
about this young coach in New Mexico because
So
his president
why
of
do
Cal
they keep
Berkeley
showing
had
these
been
girls on TV? It's like,
working in
the
Los
hell
Alamos,
is going on?
at the time when Marv was coaching. So he went on to say that the president of the Cal Berkeley
Oh! Good try.
To coach Cal Berkeley, and Marv's like, that's great. Now, what was, who was this president that, who was it?
Oh, he was ruled out?
Robert Oppenheimer.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Marv, I looked
Yeah,
at
Barkley
Marv,
did hurt his elbow,
Oppenheimer
so he's been dealing with that.
handpicked you to coach
Plus, I think we kind of already know what we have with Matt Barkley. It's like we've had Matt Barkley here for quite some time. We know what we have in Matt Barkley. We don't know what we have in Kyle Allen. Third and 10.
He's known some of the most prominent historic figures in our country over the course of his lifetime. It's amazing. And that is
Great
just
catch.
one. That's just one instance of it. He told me a couple
Good
of
pass and
other stories
catch.
as well that I just couldn't believe. It was just a
Justin
thrill
says, "Let's
to
go.
talk
Nice
to him. He's
gains."
doing great. People in Buffalo always ask me about him. His daughter had contacted me. As you see here, this is a nice catch. It's a great throw and catch.
Marcel Aitman bringing that one in.
His family sitting there in the front row, right behind the Bills bench with "Where Would You Rather Be" T-shirts on. Bless their heart. It's great to see him. Wonderful to touch base with Marv last night.
That's so cool. You got to see him.
I hated letting Edmonds go, but at the price he wanted, it was fair. He wanted more money and team friendly.
Able to get to the 40.
I agree, Digger.
Inside 12 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
We had to pay Josh Allen. We had to pay other players. Like, we only have so much salary cap. Tremaine Edmonds lacked game-changing plays as well. I think when it came to forced fumbles, interceptions, that was the problem with Tremaine Edmonds. Really, even past deflections. He was good against the run. Good using his reach and his length at even shedding blocks. A lot of people gave him flack on that, but he was decent at it. And also being tall and long in the middle of the field, it was tough to get the ball over him or around him or see past him. But in his overall movements, his break on the football in pass coverage was slow. Even against the Cincinnati Bengals, Tremaine Edmonds got roasted for a touchdown in the playoffs. And that, I think, kind of was, the realization of the Bills. Like, we need more at the middle linebacker spot. We need a better coverage linebacker. This is a passing league. The recipe to win for the Buffalo Bills is to run up the score, which forces opposing teams to pass the ball. Therefore, we need a more coverage-style linebacker. When Tremaine Edmonds was drafted, it was the same year Josh Allen was drafted, right? We never really knew Josh Allen was going to turn into the best quarterback in the NFL. Josh Allen has turned into what he's turned into. The recipe to win on Sundays has transformed for the Buffalo Bills. Maybe when we first had Josh Allen, we weren't throwing it as much. We were trying to run it a little bit more, right? Tremaine Edmonds made a little bit more sense at that time. But we've evolved away from having Tremaine Edmonds, from that skill set, that body type at middle linebacker. I think it is true. We want coverage, two coverage linebackers.
I think it's important to point out, Steve, that yes, a lot of the people on the field right now probably will not make the 53-man roster, but that practice squad.
Ty Johnson, the stiff arm.
Is a place where you just have some young guys to develop. These guys actually playing games with the rules. You can come up a couple of times off the practice squad.
It's big. And I'll say this, you can say, well,
He was always in position but didn't make the turnovers. I totally agree with that, Digger. It's exactly what it was. We needed turnovers. We needed game-changing plays. The Buffalo Bills last year, right, on defense, overall, had the fourth most turnovers in the NFL. And on offense, the Buffalo Bills had the third most turnovers. We had 17 turnovers on offense and 17 takeaways on defense. We were literally like 18th in the NFL with a turnover differential. So hearing Josh Allen want to take care of the football a little bit better in 2023, do better with it, especially in the red zone, turning the ball over, being as efficient as we was last year, one of the most efficient offenses in the NFL on 3rd and 4th down. We should have been the number 1 offense in the NFL, but it was turnovers. So if Josh Allen can improve that, if we can eliminate our turnovers on offense while creating more turnovers defensively, the turnover differential should definitely improve for the Buffalo Bills in 2023. And what does that mean? It means it's going to be easier to win games for the Buffalo Bills. One of the ways you win games is by turnovers, by giving this offense, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, more opportunities to score points. So that is a key factor. Turnover differential for 2023 is a key factor. Another good run. Darrington Evans. Guys, comments, questions, concerns, drop them in the chat. If you are enjoying this, please hit like, subscribe for future content. Not only going live, I drop videos every single day, consolidated type Bills update videos talking about injuries, depth chart, the 53-man roster. I'm going to be revealing my 53-man roster here. You guys are going to be very interested to see that. Also, check the links in the description. Free shipping at Buffalo Fan Shop until week 1 of the season.
This is, you can sense a little bit of change in the philosophy here now. The Bills are running.
Justin says I'm in love with the Bills. Me too. How about us winning the Super Bowl this year? And I think about Josh Allen in the Super Bowl. Are you kidding me? Josh Allen in the Super Bowl just sounds unstoppable. There is no way you are beating Josh Allen in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen is going to do everything he can to win that game. Josh Allen might not even want to pass the ball in that game. He's going to be so hyped up for that. So I really think if we get to the Super Bowl, there's no way anyone's beating us. I wholeheartedly believe that. Once we get into that thing, there's no way you're stopping Josh Allen. No way. Even Von Miller, too. You bring that extra. There's certain players that you rise your game, right? You go from the preseason to the regular season, or you go from college to NFL, and then the preseason to the regular season, then regular season to playoffs, right? But then it's playoffs to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen in the Super Bowl. Are you kidding me right now? I can't wait to see that. Knock it home, Tyler Bass. Ah! No, he missed it. It's all right. It's all right, Tyler Bass. It's all right, Tyler Bass. Bye, Sternberger. Yeah. I mean, Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, and Quentin Morris are definitely going to be the trio of tight ends for the Buffalo Bills. It's really about these wide receivers. Who's gonna be the wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills? Did Justin Shorter do enough to leapfrog Khalil Shakir? I think so. Andy Isabella, did he do enough? Did he do enough to make this team? It's going to be very, very interesting to see how that unfolds. I think, honestly, he did. Andy Isabella, just check the stats even today. Right? Andy Isabella, 2 receptions, 2 yards. I mean, Deontay Hardy, 4 receptions. Quentin Morris. Man, that is going to be a tough battle. I tell you right now, Shakir being out for this game definitely did not help his case. I know we have trust with him. I know he was a young draft pick for the Buffalo Bills. And I just hope that he doesn't turn into this year's Isaiah Hodgins. That's my only fear, is that Khalil Shakir turns into this year's Isaiah Hodgins. Andy Isabella, you cut him. He's a vested veteran. He doesn't have to go through the waiver claim period thing. So maybe that's what the Bills do. They just opt to cut Isabella, knowing that they can just retain him and not lose out on Shakir. Like Megan said earlier today, she wants to have her cake and eat it too. So why cut Shakir knowing that he could get signed by a different team? Question is, will he be signed by another team? Will he be put on PUP because of his rib injury? Von Miller is going to be put on PUP, so that could very well free things up. Will Terrell Bernard be put on PUP? Terrell Bernard being out, although he was suited up on the sidelines, but that would also free up an extra spot. Now, it looks like Balin Spector getting hurt this game, another hamstring injury there. We have to see how horrible that is, but Balin Spector could be put on PUP, which would free up another roster spot. Ike Bucker, right? Coming back off a season-ending injury, coming back in there, competing with David Edwards, competing with David Quessenberry, right? I think the problem with Ike, you could play center, you could play guard. So it's going to be interesting about the depth pieces here.
Marshawn Johnson to carry. Zane Anderson is checked in for the Bills and helping out on that tackle along with Kingsley Jonathan. Bills bye week is not
Missed field goal. Yep.
December the
Justin, they missed the field goal.
We talked about that earlier in the preseason, but I agree with that. Other teams want to have that bye right after London. I wouldn't want to have a bye after week 5.
And that's great. So I love that they're talking about that. They strategically didn't take the bye after London because we knew that London week was what is it? The London week was week 4, right? So you could have an option of having your bye week after the overseas game. Like they give you that option, but we opted not to because the overseas game is so early in the season. So it almost guaranteed that our bye week was going to be much later. And sure enough, week 13, way later in the season this year, which is huge, huge news for the Bills.
Ronald Torbert's back. We told you he took a breather earlier in the fourth quarter.
The White Hat standing over on the sidelines. This is a perfect time to make a joke about, hey, they did a better job without me. in my normal officiating, derogatory tone.
Here we go, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Bills defense trying to get the Bears off the field. I want to see Kyle Allen. Get off the field, Bears. Oh, he got hit. Oh, what a catch. Dang. Yeah. Kingsley Jonathan almost got the sack on P.J. Walker. P.J. Walker's a vet. He's a veteran quarterback. Like, he knows how to sling it. Come on. He definitely has that body type of Von Miller. That quick, twitchy edge to him. The burst off the ball. Kingsley Jonathan. He's definitely an edge rusher. He's a great edge rusher.
Has done nothing but improve, and that's a nice spot to be in.
Defensive
Run.
line coach Eric Washington said this week that Jonathan has made a nice case for himself, especially after the way he played in Pittsburgh a week ago.
Yeah, he said he raised some, got some extra reps because of the rotation that they had a problem with last week, but he did not care. He just went in.
First down for the Bears.
Kind of plugged into a spot where he didn't know he was going to get plugged into, and made the most of it.
Zane Anderson makes the tackle.
Coaches love
Marching their way down here, Buffalo. We got to be careful. They might score. Now we're just watching for depth. Outcome doesn't really matter. That's so true. These guys are fighting for their careers, you know. And honestly, like, as fans, I think we sometimes don't appreciate how much effort, how much of their life has been dedicated to this moment. You know, some of these guys will never be able to touch an NFL field ever again. So they're really trying to showcase, like, they're putting everything on the line right now to make a name for themselves. Great play. Great play. So you really have to root for these guys. Got to definitely root for these guys. If you're watching this, hit like, subscribe for future content, future live streams. You know, depending on how well this one does, I might be going live during the season. We shall see. If you guys feel as though I'm good at this, bad at this, let me know too. I can take some honest feedback. But consider liking, subscribing. Check the links in the description. Free shipping on that Buffalo fan shop until the first week of the season. So Burrow's fragile like Tua.
And the Bills certainly have the numbers to do that again this year.
They do, and it's interesting too because the front.
You know, a lot of people are saying that Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than Josh Allen. And the one reason why I disagree with that is, one, you have to take the whole package. One, Josh Allen can run with it. He can carry the ball himself and run with it. That is a whole added dynamic that Joe Burrow doesn't necessarily have. And two, the health. Okay, the best ability is availability in the NFL. And Joe Burrow, maybe he's done more with less because he's made it to the Super Bowl. But you talk about sustainability. He's fragile. He is a fragile quarterback. I agree. Same with Lamar Jackson, right? Lamar Jackson getting knocked out versus the Bills, getting knocked out last year. You know, Tua. That's why Tua, his lack of size. One, he's more injury prone because of his lack of size. I don't care if he learns how to fall or not. His lack of size makes him more injury prone. And then his lack of size, we saw it with Tyrod Taylor. We learned at first experience, you cannot see the entire field. You can't see over the offensive line. So you have to manipulate the pocket with your feet. You kind of have to extend plays in order to see over that offensive line. So, you know, you have to really cater to a Tua quarterback. You have to make the offense flow around Tua, which they've done, and that's why they've been successful. You got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki, Raheem Mostert. You got the speed that you need for the Miami Dolphins. They have a gimmick-style offense, the Miami Dolphins. A gimmick-style offense. A system-style offense. The problem with that is that systems could be figured out. Josh Allen, at times, might not be able to be figured out. Josh Allen could pull a rabbit out of a hat, come up with a miracle freaking play, and we saw it this game, throw him back across the field. Tua can't do stuff like that. So I think the ceiling on Tua is so high. And yes, you got guys like Drew Brees, right? Even Russell Wilson, a little bit smaller in size, that have been able to do it. Kyler Murray, depending on how you feel about him, smaller in size. You know, even it's just it's so much harder to do it when you're that small. You know, number one, you have to learn the game. Number two, you could get hurt. Number three, you don't see the whole field. You have to anticipate. You have to anticipate so much more when you're that small. Josh Allen didn't have to anticipate at all because of his strongest ball to target ever recorded by Sports Science. Any quarterback that's ever played in the NFL, no one's had a faster ball to target ever recorded. So Josh Allen didn't have to anticipate. He's learning anticipation and coupling that with the strongest arm that the NFL has ever seen. So, you know, timed routes. Tua has to throw to timed spots on the field. And that's very, very hard to do. So, sorry to go on about Tua. Aaron Rodgers, my thing with Aaron Rodgers, he's old, right? Aaron Rodgers is old. He's also prone to injury. I mean, the Buffalo Bills could very well injure Aaron Rodgers week 1. What would that do to the New York Jets season after Aaron Rodgers is out after the first week? Blocked punt. Bears blocked the punt. But and the other thing here, too, is that typical, if you look at the history of Aaron Rodgers week 1, statistically, he's done horrible. And the fact that now he's on a completely new team, an offensive line that it seems to be struggling right now. I mean, the best time to face Aaron Rodgers in 2023 is week 1. And the Buffalo Bills fortunately have Aaron Rodgers week 1. I don't care that it's Monday night. I don't care that they get an extra day of practice. We get an extra day of practice. fact of the matter is we're playing Aaron Rodgers week 1. That is the best week to play Aaron Rodgers in 2023. That's an advantage for the Buffalo Bills. I really think we are going to destroy the New York Jets Monday night. And that, that's going to bring the New York media, the New Jersey media, and the hype, right? And all the little chatter about Aaron Rodgers is too old and this and that. And keep in mind, Breece Hall coming off a season-ending injury. Delvin Cook coming off a season-ending injury. So when is the best time to play the New York Jets? Week 1. Buffalo Bills are facing the New York Jets week 1. It's a huge, huge thing. Huge advantage for the Bills. I really think we're going to be crashing the Jets week 1. Jet Life is going to be very upset after week 1.
They need some new guys to come in and take the place of a guy like
But this week, I'm going to feature a lot of edited videos on my channel discussing the final 53-man roster. I'm really anticipating the cuts to happen, like even tomorrow. So thinking tomorrow morning, I'm going to release my 53-man roster preview. Who made this team, who didn't make this team. Probably going to have to rewatch the game tonight, make that video. But then also, too, just kind of get right into the Jets. I mean, this is going to happen really, really fast, guys. I know it's Monday night, but this week we're going to start talking about Sauce Gardner. We're going to start talking about Garrett Wilson. We're going to start talking about Quinnen Williams, right? And the Jets. Been doing a lot of studying with them, trying to figure this out. They have a ton of talent on this team, a great, ferocious defense, a defense that they're going to rely on in 2023. Man, I think they're definitely going to still try to run it. Wow. Good passing catch there. But I think they're gonna feature a heavy dose of run against us week 1 with a mixture of Breece Hall, a mixture of Delvin Cook. They're gonna rotate the run, try to ease Aaron Rodgers into it, utilize play action. Touchdown by the Bears. It's gonna be 20-24 with 2 minutes left in this game. But guys, comments, questions, concerns, anything regarding across the NFL about fantasy football, anything at all, drop them in the chat. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this live stream. If I should start going live during the week too, I could easily do that as well if you guys want. But some awesome comments here so far. Sarah Christine, I appreciate you joining me today. She says, who cares? Why is everyone acting like Rodgers in 2020 and 2021? I totally agree with us. Yeah, I didn't have the same offenses with a better offensive line than he has now. What good did it do him? They looked awful in the playoffs. So she's basically saying he was on a better team, right? And he was still looking pretty bad. So why are people so hyped up on Aaron Rodgers for this season when he's got a worse offensive line and a worse offense? Crazy. Nikki G says, I love how Hackett's the guy who had the offseason darling last year, and look how that turned out. I know Nate Hackett. Really, I kind of agree with Sean Payton saying that was one of the worst coaching jobs in NFL history. Nate Hackett, I just don't think he's a great coach. We know him personally. He was here with Rex Ryan, right? He was our offensive coordinator with Rex Ryan, and he did an all right job. He did an okay job, but it wasn't anything like spectacular. I don't know. So Digger says, and love the fact that he's in New Jersey because you have to think we win that game. Yeah, so Hackett being in Jersey with Aaron Rodgers, who Rodgers thinks highly of Hackett for God knows whatever reason. Who knows? They're just a good match, I guess. They're just a good match together. We'll see what happens there. I don't have too much. I got respect, but not a lot of respect for Nate Hackett, I got to say. Steven Sutton, my phone. Last time I had to say goodbye. Thanks. Love BNC. Appreciate you, Steven, man. You've been rocking with me for a while, homie G. I appreciate you. Sarah says he has Alan Lazard. I know. I think Lazard and Garrett Wilson are definitely going to have great seasons. I mean, how can you not? How can you not? You're probably going to have maybe not a lot of yards, right? But I think you're going to score some touchdowns. They're going to have some chunk plays. We've seen it in Jets training camp highlights. Lazard getting involved, Garrett Wilson getting involved, and iron sharpening iron, right? I mean, you got Sauce Gardner, right? You got, I mean, they got some great talent there. Digger says, come on, Bills. Zhao says, I couldn't watch the game today, was buzzy. Of course, how did our boys play? First team played excellent, Zhao. Did an excellent job, especially not having Connor McGovern in the game. Really loved what the Buffalo Bills sought out to do. Osiris Torres solidified himself, I think, as the starting right guard for Bills Mafia. Dalton Kincaid was still out there balling out for Bills Mafia. Justin Shorter getting involved on defense too. Seeing Ed Oliver, Tim Settle, Greg Rousseau, Boogie Basham all really dominating this freaking game. Love seeing Christian Benford get the start and also making some plays too as well. Dotson might be getting some flack, and Dotson definitely didn't make all the plays that he could have made, but that's what a linebacker is there to do, to be a hammer in that field. You know, we got to see a difference. We got to make some difference-making plays. Sean McDermott said this was the best week of practice for Dotson this week. I think he's going to be our guy week 1. If he starts screwing up, when you throw A.J. Klein out there. You know, and I think the like I already mentioned, the Jets are definitely going to be featuring a heavy dose of run. Be interesting. Could be very, very interesting to see who Sean McDermott rolls with here. But I think overall our first team played very, very well.
That's right. Which you would think he would have to go.
I'm hyped. But guys, answer on that poll really quick. I got another poll question coming up. Actually, I'm going to end it right now. Will James Cook have over 2,000 all-purpose yards? We have almost 25% of people saying yes. 24% said yes. 75% said no. Crazy is that? It's getting windy in the Windy City. Cybo is turning out to be a stud. Nikki G on YouTube. We made out with 2 first-rounders. I agree. The fact that Cybo slipped to us, are you kidding me right now? The people were concerned that he was flat-footed. I mean, he is an immovable object on that offensive line. He chops his feet, too, so well for a big guy. Repositions, recenters. You know, I think he does a great job. He really does do a great job. You know, and he knows how to pivot. Like, when you're blocking a guy, you have both their hands on their chest, right? You kind of lock on. You have strength on strength. You can push and push. But sometimes, you know, you want to maybe shift a little bit and put both your arms on a shoulder. And you're pushing just on that point. You know, when you hit someone square on their chest, you got chest, you know, there's a lot of weight there. But if you move and just hit them right on the shoulder, you can force them to turn, right? You can force them pop like this versus boom. Pop versus boom. So I think it's kind of hand placements, and Torrance has that hand strength. He's got that hand placement. And he knows how to reposition. So when he makes the guy move, he makes him turn his shoulders, and he repivots his feet, gets his feet back underneath him, and then drives. So I think he really, really has shown well. He's a force at right guard, you know. He's a force. Like, he's not just a right guard that's not making mistakes. He's making plays. Osiris Torrance is making plays and open up freaking holes a school bus could drive through, Bills Mafia. A school bus could drive through. Yeah, 2K, it's obviously a stretch. 2K for James Cook is definitely a stretch. I just say it because Chris Jones 2000, I see a lot of similarities between the running back Chris Jones, who they would call CJ2K, and James Cook, who I'm calling JC2K. The fact that maybe he gets 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving. I mean, 1,000-yard receiving is excellent. I mean, you're a dominant wide receiver if you're doing that. I mean, we gave Stevie Johnson hype and the Bills because he did it, 2 seasons in a row? Or maybe 3 seasons in a row, Stevie Johnson hit 1K receiving. So, I mean, that was the staple of Stevie Johnson, is that he was getting 1,000 yards receiving every year. Gabe Davis needs to hit 1,000 yards receiving this year, I'll tell you right now. Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. I mean, Dalton Kincaid, I don't see him hitting 1,000 yards receiving. But you never know. You never know. That'd be crazy. I do see Dalton Kincaid breaking every rookie tight end record for the Buffalo Bills, which is tight ends, or for touchdowns, total yards, total receptions, first down. 3rd and 5. Bills pick up a first down. Kyle Allen's hyped. The Bears are trying to win this dang game, I'll tell you right now. Kyle Allen threw a dart. He just ripped it in there. Great pass. Keep this game alive, man. The Bears could easily steal this game from us. Kyle Allen's doing his thing. Yeah, Damian Harris, too, in the goal line. I mean, this running back room clearly better than last year. You just take Zach Moss versus Damian Harris. Who would you rather have? Even Latavius Murray, and we have Latavius Murray and we have James Cook. I'd take both of them over Devin Singletary any day too. James Cook, he could take it to the house anytime he touches it. Anytime he touches the ball, he could take it to the dang house. Kincaid could. I like that stat line, Sarah. That's a great prediction there. Kincaid's run after the catch ability is where it's going to be at. Yeah, honestly, it's crazy. It's crazy here.
So if the Bills go on to win, Sean McDermott will improve to 14-7 all-time.
So the NFL record for passing yards in a single season is 5,477 passing yards. That's held by Peyton Manning in 2013. We know the game has continued to evolve since that point. Drew Brees had 5,400. Tom Brady had 5,300. Patrick Mahomes in 2022, last year, had 5,200 passing yards. So you really think about it, that would technically allow for 5 receivers on the Buffalo Bills to have 1,000 yards receiving. So, I mean, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, Dalton Kincaid, James Cook were at 4. And you still have Dawson Knox. You got Deontay Hardy. You got Trent Sherfield to mix in other additional yards, too. I mean, it's very unlikely you're going to have 4 players with 1,000 yards receiving, but Josh Allen is capable of that. We got 1 minute left in the fourth here. I appreciate every single one of you guys joining me in today's stream. If you guys are checking out, please hit like before you go. Consider subscribing for future live streams. Also releasing daily videos, consolidated type videos. Be releasing a video tomorrow morning on my final 53-man prediction, what players are going to be cut, even based on strategics around the waiver wire and what the Bills could do with that. Bills are starting to clean up that bench. We got a half a minute left. Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills are turning the page to 9-11 in New Jersey against the New York Jets. Monday Night Football. The regular season is here. It's time to buckle up that chin strap, Bills Mafia. It is time. The regular season, the road map to the Super Bowl starts now. Get hyped up. Make sure you guys check the links in the description, too, if you want to go to the Bills versus Jets game. Go to SeatGeek.com right before the game. Purchase some tickets, and you guys will get $20 off. Use promo code BNC. You guys can purchase tickets anytime, but usually it's a little cheaper right before the game. Use promo code BNC at SeatGeek, not only for NFL, but baseball games, for concerts. Anytime you guys want to use that, get $20 off your next purchase at SeatGeek. What a game it was. Very, very hyped up about this game. I think maybe what we could do is just go through the stats really quick. And I'm going to check out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me some honest feedback if you really like these live feeds, if I should continue this throughout the season. But Kyle Allen going 18 of 34, 162 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 1 sack. Josh Allen 5 of 7 for 49 yards. Darrington Evans 9 carries, 65 yards and a touchdown. Ty Johnson 11 carries, 51 yards. Damian Harris, 7 rushes, 25 yards in that touchdown. His first touch for the Buffalo Bill ever, and it is a touchdown. James Cook, 5 carries, 23 yards. Did some great things. Quentin Morris, Kyle Allen's touchdown to Quentin Morris was so awesome. What a pass that was. Trent Sherfield going across the middle, making some big-time plays. The short dink and dunk screen plays to Deontay Hardy are going to be a thing to watch for this season. Justin Shorter making a case to be on this 53-man roster. Are you kidding me right now? I'm so freaking hyped up for this dang season. I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys truly enjoyed tonight's stream. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Any final comments, questions? Josh Digger, you said it, man. Turnover differential. That's what this season should be all about. We cut that down. We're going to be dominant, and we're going to be in that Super Bowl. Appreciate every single one of you.